JP, but hey, as long as the Melty is good, I personally don't really mind.
Yeah, we're at a good point. Like this patch is pretty mature at this point. This was in I believe was it August 2024, if I recall correctly.
I believe it was May.
Oh yeah, a little bit earlier, yeah. But people are familiar with it, and it's generally in a pretty good state all throughout. Some people may disagree on a couple of things on there, but most characters are very viable at this state of the game.
I'd say all of them, even NegaReaper, but that is not of the concern right now. We got two characters that I think people will agree are pretty darn strong. We got that Akiha with that unlimited pressure, with that high damage, and Ciel just to kind of do it all. We'll see if we can see both these players take advantage of these tools within the safe jump OS, but it's fine, get the throw out.
Okay, hold it down. Yeah, going to keep a plus, going to keep you locked down with the brilliant wheel into the corner here. Set it up one more time with the blow back on there afterwards here. We're just going to keep it going. Nice little faded out the delay on that. Very nice.
Yep, just forcing his way out with the Abare keys, and we're gonna get our knockdown here. A little bit of a left-right into that optimal with the moon skill. I love that route on Ciel so much. Just the early jump out of the 2BC, super nice to see. Strike throw.
Keep you guys in the corner here. Go with the additional little pressure here. Throws down, but the BC from the shield in the arena is going to take back. This is my corner now. Going to go ahead and get the knockdown in here. Sets up into the plus setup on there afterwards here. Holding down. Nice little blocking from behind though.
Just going to be pressing those EX wheels. Hien trying to find his way out, maybe trying to jump out, but getting caught by that 5C. Really good anti-jump button. Just really big button in general. Really strong advantage. But the 214 BBA just forcing his way, getting the combo out of there, and just returning Rina to this corner here. I imagine this is just where we're going to be for a lot of this.
We'll set it up. But goes into a high DC on there. Forcing... Had to use away with the heat just to get away from Hien here. We're trying to hold it down here, but we're going to get caught with the 2B from Hien.
Now we're just going to get this combo here. I imagine it's going to be in the ballpark of 4.2. The character is pretty high damage, just about. And just into the meaty, but finding the mash out with the 2A. This is where the one turn may begin. We're going to get a nice little air throw, I assume, into a left-right. It's all about the delay there.
Yeah, same side in there, delayed on the BC to try to on the approach, but nice little another air throw. This time trying to hold down with a low shield. It gets thrown out of the way, but the Heat says, I want to back into the neutral territory.
But we're going to find that air-to-air conversion using that small string into 6BC. Hien should be able to close it out with meter and just passing out with the arc drive to ensure that you're dead. You're dead.
Okay, I like that. Just as we did tie for tie, no free rides all the way here. But this is part of, I believe, the second round here in the bracket.
Yeah. We did have to take some time. We did get past a bit of the round ones. So these round twos are going to be people that are actually, that find their way out. They're going to be good. Because, you know, very dense. I'd say this game is pretty top heavy, pretty densely packed with really strong talent. So.
Speaking of, got the crossover onto the other side here from Hien. Going to go in and get a little bit more than half that life bar going to go on here. Just has a little bit of extra meter to work with, trying to build up a little bit to drain the rest from Rina from the moon drive.
Yep, just meet that BC with the BC, trying to find something on the landing here. We're going to get a nice little counter hit. No 3 bars though, so no kill, but we're going to find that last situation into a throw. Just holding the fort, Rina is going to get thrown for blocking, because that's, you know, it's, for some reason, whenever I interface with this game, whenever I play this game, you know, just throwing is really strong. Throwing is really strong on Wake Up, especially if you're in the state of the game as it is. You know, shield is pretty easy to deter, so throw becomes really strong as well, just because people are going to be holding back. Mashing is pretty easy to stuff out as well, so throw is something like, a lot of situations like that happen where you just wake up, hold it for a second, and then you get thrown because you're never ready for what can come. You can be suffocated even just under the pressure, just under the implicit threat of getting caught trying to do something in the corner. There's so many ways to stop wake up options in this game.
Yeah, for sure. But of course you got to worry about also, like, if they activate Moon Drive, it's like, you know, not throwing vulnerable at that point, so you're going to get thrown in there at the follow-up. But we're going to have to go into early strikes in here with Rina trying to take over that corner into the follow-up with the 3C. Bring it down.
Nice little safe jump, keep it simple, and we're just going to our pressure. EX Brilliant Wheel, this is going to be our mix. One overhead into the throw. Now we just have to hold that, but Rina waiting out something from Hien, giving him the opportunity to throw, but the anti-air!
Yeah, brilliant use of that on there. We're going to go ahead and continue with that. Charges a little bit of that meter in here just to get all the way to full Moondrive gauge in here one more time, and you jump up, immediate try to go in, gets in with the jump B. Rina gets that round.
Just the magic pixel into the throw bait. What a way to close it. But we're gonna start out strong here. I think that might have been something else, but we're getting the Moondrive off of that JV starter. Burn that just a little bit, but we are gonna keep our pressure strong here, just trying to do something for BC.
Yeah, good old Moon skill just goes all right. Going to give a full advantage in here. Goodbye to that middle part of your life bar. You don't need it anyway where you're going here. Rina working on a perfect.
All right, trying to throw, but just going right over, but no punish. Rina's going to be able to keep his turn.
Oh, Hien actually was able to get out of the corner on there. Could have been a lot worse in that scenario, but the clash of the Moon skill actually able to help deter a lot of it. But you get the confirm in here from Rina, and it looks like we are going to get that perfect after all.
I think that was no, just not quite.
Not quite.
Tiniest bit of chip. But that was footsies. That 2C into the confirm with the 2-1-4, that was class. That was good.
That was so far away too. Just ready for it at a moment's notice, ready to confirm on that. That's what, especially if I don't know if Rina has been playing the entire time since 2022, like you were saying, Kirbo, or it has just came back to the game after a while and trying to learn like with the current meta on there, but has been applying it very well here so far with Akiha.
Doing super well. I believe Rina's been kind of on and off, if I recall correctly. Not too sure if their time on the off was entirely out of fighting games. I know they play some Street Fighter here and there, but no, doing super well with the Akiha, doing super strong, doing the Akiha things very well. It's like they never left, I'll say.
Yeah, and of course we've seen lots of Akiha players coming in through here, both Climax Night offline, but in the online brackets more. We saw Naito a lot from the last TNS bracket, I believe.
But we are going to start out strong here. First hit for Hien. Pressure. Rina has been getting away with these heats, these guard cancel heats. Hien has been structuring his pressure in a way that he can't really catch it, and going for big buttons or just trying to delay something.
Okay, great blocking on there. Yep, hold it down, but the BC, the delay on that beating out here. Rina going to take control back into the corner. We go ahead and bring it down here. Stays up with the rhythm, but we go ahead and get that confirmed.
Oh man, that was a stagger. That was a stagger 5B, I believe. It tried to catch the run up on the auto run on the throw. Really strong pressure. This is what Akiha is all about. You can do this. You can do brilliant wheel, but Akiha's ability to crush and stagger is unmatched in this game. Quite frankly, so many good points to reset. So many good points to do really anything. This character just completely suffocates you in the corner. That's why she's so scary.
Yeah, Kirby, you were talking about how Hien was able to get a lot, throws being so good. You get that just general amount of damage on there. Hien's been going for that a lot of options. So Rina being able to recognize that out there, using the stagger on there to get on the approach on there. Very nice tool usage from Rina.
We're gonna go plus into plus, and we're waiting out the heat, getting the 6C starter. This is gonna be so much damage. This is one of her best normal starters, and this is meterless, by the way. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, didn't even go into the follow-up, but we go in. The jump B is going to get the conversion in here. You don't even need to use that meter here. We're just going to go on the edge, take it 2-1 for our first match for TNS.
I imagine a player like Gozen, who already has a very good sense of the game and has a character that has three jumps and 2 air dashes.
You're not keeping that character on the ground. You're not keeping Aoko on the ground for any reason whatsoever. High flying's got to spend those flight miles somewhere.
And that character, as good as she is in the air, she's so good at keeping you down too. I want to see a few 2BCs this game. At the very least.
Nice little backdash on the beginning, but we don't get quite in. We get called out with the Roa.
Trying to go into 6BC CDP, really interesting. But we're gonna get our CDP ender here for DDive. Gonna go that left and right. Just backdashing out of the way, catching the Heat OS. Not a punish, but DDive not ready for that option from Gozen. And we get our OP here.
Oh, the 4 speed, the confirm, the online special is in full play from Gozen.
You gotta bring that out early, and again!
Yes! Yes! Go, Gozen! Send out the Star Mines one more time. Here we go. We're gonna keep up close under. Oh, you tried to go for the shield. He grabbed.
Yeah, no. Tried to go for the Heat OS. Now we're in DDive build. We got the pressure going. Strike throw. This is Roa's specialty. Has so many ways to just keep himself in, advance himself. But Gozen able to find himself out. DDive trying to keep him chained down with the 214A needles, but Gozen just going straight back into that J6BC to snipe him out. Really good option. And another J6BC to start things out for that first hit.
Oh, and this is nasty already. The super jump on the other side after setting up the Star Mine. Here's doing some unique setups on here as we go already into the corner. Here Gozen is feeling extremely comfortable right now.
Hit him with that cross-up break into another piece of Oki here. Just going to the Moondrive, DP out, gambling it all. IAD into another throw. Let's see, Moondrive here, and okay! Paying attention. Goes in backdash one time, he said never again. 5A, 2, 3, 6A. I'm going to catch your backdash. I'm going to left, right, 2 here. And I'm going to jump shield your 2BC clash!
Yeah, that was a beautiful reaction on there. On top of that, you're going to go ahead and continue with the 3Z back into the corner. You go here, has 2 meters to work with here. Trying to build up to that third bar here, trying to keep you guessing. Doesn't go all on the overhead on there, but we're going low and we get the confirm.
Finding that final hit with the 2C for the round. DDive was kind of just pelting him with IAD, empty IAD low, but finally getting that hit for the round. 4-star plus frames, try and get something out, try and do something, set up that Star Mine, that little trap, just restricting your movement if he wants to kind of retreat back. But kind of boxing it in now. Getting that hit.
DDive got the backdash, goes in, was able to land first and get the firm. We're going to meet up in the air, nothing else after it here.
Air throw. Just 6BC out. Tried to go for the cheeky shield on the orb, trying to get that last arc, but come on, man.
You gotta try at least once a year, right? First time on it, get the test. Yeah, just do it once.
For the fans,
Go ahead.
Yep.
Oh,
and just going for the walk up 5A to catch the high shield.
Get that extra damage due to the fatal counter on there afterwards. Try to get avoiding on there. Unfortunately, Heat is unblockable on there. Gets pulled away. Not for very much longer, though. Gozen is going to go ahead and take that match. Take the lead.
Yeah. That was a really interesting interaction there. DDive trying to kind of keep him chained down, maybe expecting Gozen to neutral or back tech and just block that. But no, forward tech Moondrive catching him in the recovery frames of 214AA. It's really strange position for DDive to be in. Maybe he could have VX cancel, maybe he could have tried to prevent that, but only so much you can do when you're put in such a precarious situation like that. You have to gamble. You really have to gamble there.
Yeah, definitely have to give, especially when you're in the first match between another opponent. You're trying to guess like all the tendencies. You've uncovered a few of them here, but you're still learning about your opponent as if we go into the second match right now.
Now we're just playing a bit of the Fortress game. Set up those orbs, just keep throwing them, trying to take control of the match movement here, and the jump shields.
Yeah, landed first on there, going to get the punish on the shields as they're coming down here. DDive going to take full advantage of it here, set up into the empty low after the dash in on here, but fortunately Gozen was able to recover, get out of it.
Not quite the perfect he was looking for. Oh my. Do you think he was hesitant there because you're like, oh, wait, is the orb high enough for it to not pop? I saw a little hesitation before that run up. Gozen was just holding his ground. DDive was thinking, red light? Nah, green light. And it gets him around.
Red light, green light, no stopping here, no caution here with the yellow light on there afterwards. We're going to go ahead with the confirm into the big EXR might and the 4C. Get that confirm. You know, let's go back into that western corner.
I was so unfortunate on that first interaction, no cross-up break, but DDive was trying to go for the air unblockable there, but that 2A just whipped. It's so sad. Roa just doesn't really have those buttons to force air unblockables in the same way that a character, you know, the more standard AUD characters really can out of ladders like that. His buttons are either low, they hit really low, or they just kind of hit. They're just kind of slow to hit there. But once again, Gozen trying to go for 6BC into EXDP. Just gonna get whiff punished out by DDive into his turn, and trying to force his turn.
Yeah, goes in the moon drive in there, trying to like get the advantage on there. Steals it out there because like DDive was trying to go in for the low on there afterwards. And here, but we're going to go back into the throw. Heat though, pause that timer a little bit, and the shield get blocked into the shield A. But we're just doing nothing. We're just going to go run in and get that throw.
Keep trying to go, but goes in with the mash to A, catching the anti-IAD from DDive. DDive going kind of ham with these IADs, but goes in with the reaction on the heat. This isn't going to be enough to kill. Basically no meter to play with here, but this will be guess for game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you get that one more confirm here. Has been doing well with the Star Mines to get those confirms. The DP get out there. You know what? Just do it again.
And now a real guess for game, and just the shield. Game 2 goes to DDive. Goes and gambling it all on the clash. But DDive, that safe jump did allow him to just shield on reaction to the clash. So, bit of a risky situation, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I love that. Like DDive has been getting the upper hand of a lot of these clash situations on here. Has been at least aware of what Aoko players love to do on the wake up on the following, and like had answers for that. We've seen a couple of answers from that. We're getting the upper advantage in there. Not even from like doing shield afterward, just finding that opportunity area to get the hit in there and take back their turn.
Absolutely. Do you think we're gonna see more? Do you think we're gonna see more Moondrive DP interactions from DDive? That's something he really likes to do in that situation if he really feels like you're trying to contest. But I think Gozen has shown enough of proof that he's willing to just wait out those Moondrive situations. But
DDive has been mostly doing like a lot of the DP, like mostly trying to avoid the scramble. If we realize it's starting to get like a little bit sketchy towards the end of it, we've seen a lot more of those DPs on there afterwards. The BC into the cancel in there from behind. We're just going to go try to get it, but we get called out with a 3C from Gozen.
That's air unblockable, gets you the launcher, and it gets Gozen his knockdown here. He's got to guess, he's got to do something, but the IAD?
Instant air dash onto the face on there. Gozen set point.
Just smoke screen by the bomb, wasn't ready for the IAD. Trying to snipe with 214B, but no, just the air beams are so big. They stall you so nicely, and Gozen was able to take advantage of that, but DDive managed to find his hit for this turn to start. Alright, just keep that stagger. Finding the heat on the 5C. Can't really do much about that.
Yeah, cancels out on the DP on there afterwards, and we're just going to go ahead, get that EX in here. Going to be enough to at least get to the little bit lower than health. We're going to go into the high into the low setup here. And
I think DDive was trying to press a bit of a slower button there because the Moondrive puts you just barely slightly minus. So if they pressed up like a equally fast button, DDive would have won, but I assume the range on that just made him kind of hesitate. There we go.
Nothing on the shield on there afterwards, unfortunately, here, but we're going to go in. Air dash into the arc drive on here.
Yeah, that should be enough to kill.
Yeah.
What heat scaling on the normal hits into the arc drive. You saw there that he accidentally got moon drive trying to do the 236 BC. So now he's down on moon drive for the round, trying to IAD but getting caught by charge 6C.
Oh, a little bit of trickery on there goes, and unfortunately puts themselves into the corner here as we go on. Like DDive going to go ahead and take that on there. We're going ahead. Here comes the heat, ready to get the punish on there with the shield right back.
And we're going to be draining that blood heat too. So just no more resources for you besides that little bit of moon drive, but there it goes.
Get that extra air jump on there afterwards here. Sets up the star mine on there just in case, but we're going back and forth here. We're blocking in the air, and unfortunately on the landing on their Gozen's going to go ahead and take back the corner.
Yeah, no, that high roll was so unfortunate. I imagine he tried to do Thunderclap into EX Needle or something, but unfortunately just got EX Thunderclap instead, which is just completely punishable. It's a reversal. Z into 214A, into the plus frame, trying to mix him with this high-low, but Gozen is just blocking it out, going for the heat. Gotta do something.
Very aggressive on here, but the air dash in here might be working out here. Doesn't have enough meter. Like, are you going to be able to, like, it's going to scale down considerably on here, but you don't have enough meter to make it work. He's going to get a little bit of that health, not for very long, because the air throw was the perfect option.
The call out from DDive. Getting Gozen out of here with the 2-1. What a call out. What an action. What initiative from DDive to just Just super jump air throw. He knew something was coming. Get this done.
Oh no! Oh no! Not the most annoying sound in the universe. But you know what's not annoying though? I see Ushiwakamaru versus Mario on the screen. I see Yunxmi versus MPGame.
MPGame is someone we've seen around in Type Luma quite a bit. Really strong player. I believe he's also a Schoolgirls player, if I'm correct. Does super nicely with Mario. Does great things with Mario. And of course, Yun, really strong player. Did well at Climax of Night, and is a very notable like multiplayer specialist. Aoko, Dan, whatever. But Ushi was his original start, and he's back for Ushi for a little bit at least. So it's nice to see here in bracket. Very underrepresented character as of late, because him and Ushi were the main Ushi representatives, but they kind of moved along to something else.
Yeah, for sure. It's like, especially when the patch came out, like when you got the extra invulnerability on top of like some of the teleports on there from Ushi, it was like there was some scary things you could do, but you have to be extremely precise with this character in order to get things started. Right now, on a significant deficit, but has maintained control here. Going to go ahead and get the knockdown. Switch over to the other side. Nice blocking from MPGame though.
Just going for this mix. I'm going for the Moonshot to keep that safe. The thing about Ushi that's so interesting is that a lot of her mix is just focused on overloading, trying to reaction check left and right and center with all of these teleports, and MPGame is blocking them out super nicely.
Oh yeah, and are trying to go in there, like goes in with the then try to go in there with the smooth skill on there afterwards, but get called out by MPGame with the nuns in there. Nice little strike down to get the first round.
That parry was super nice. I don't think Yun could have done anything about it. He doesn't have an EX reversal of any sort, so he just has to hold that. Getting clipped by the low there.
Yeah, like a lot of, especially the run-up skills that Ushi has access to, like one of them being a low like that, you gotta watch out for that on afterwards here. MPGame going to go ahead, get the side switch in here, set up the chakras on there, gets away from it with the backdash from Yun.
And just going for the mix here, Yun just holding on the fort, finding the 4BC out at the perfect timing to evade the 2-2 B-Nun, and just punish MPGame for trying to press afterwards. Super nice. Super telling of his awareness of this matchup.
Oh, the instant 2-3-6 into the teleport on the ground on there afterwards here. Going to keep it down with the 4C. You're going to go ahead. Yeah, you're going to get that corner in your advantage. And you're going to be able to continue that because you have the extra meter on top of that. You have just enough for the Arc-Drive finish. Beautiful work from Yun.
Just cash out while you can. You do not want Mario. You don't want Mario living, otherwise he might just put you in the blender if you manage to make a mistake out of that. And oh my god, that is an anti-air 623B. That would have been so much damage if he had not dropped that. But you know, that's what it is. This character is a pretty executionally difficult one, all things considered.
Yeah, that was a nice jump cancel on the back of the 4BC from Yun on there. So we're going to go ahead, use that side switching EX on here. We get the confirmed beat with fatal counter already.
Just throw shielding on the safe jump, most likely expecting a teleport mix instead, but no, just going for the straight JC, and that is 4.6k, you're dead, and the 2-way moondrive to make sure that you don't get away with anything. Sealing out that round for Yun really swiftly.
Oh yeah, you gotta follow the bouncing ball when it's Ushiwakamaru in play there. And MPGame early on was being able to call out a little bit of the action on there, but it just seemed like revving up the motor from Yun was able to go ahead and play the game that they want to play at a fast pace.
And as far as I'm concerned, there's definitely some things that Mario lacks that makes calling out Ushi pretty difficult at times, because I know there are certain characters that can kind of OS or teleports pretty well, including my own Deadfalls and Noel, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if Mario has that type of stuff.
BC, okay, try to get in, but he got hit with the punch nun in there. Going to put Yun into the corner here as we go in. MP, a little bit of good bucking, but try to go in for the throw on here afterwards. Going to give MPGame an opportunity to make some violence happen.
Finding his way out, but Yun with the heat, unfortunately, just going to get punished on that, but oh my goodness!
Yeah, hits from anywhere on there, slice and dice and make julienne fries, and you're going to go ahead, try to try to get onto a setup on there afterwards here. Gets the confirm from Yun, going to go ahead down with the 2C on there afterwards here.
On out, catching out, but unfortunately dropping because of the hitboxes on those meets. She is a little hitbox tank at times, so some confirms may be a little unstable, but it doesn't matter here. Akiha gonna get pressed, thrown out of a moon skill on that, but unfortunately, Yeah, no, you can't really punish. You can't punish Ushi for BC like without shield BC because it puts her so far. And even if you do, even if you use like shield B or something, she's plus.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% on there, and we're going to go ahead with the confirm on the shield on there afterwards. Yeah, 4BC has been defined as a god move for this button here. Like, it's easy to really overuse that button, but Yun has been just like using it with the greatest ease in this battle.
And the attack on the throw. Oh my god. Once again, hitting these anti-air 623s has been really good for you, and those are some of Ushi's best starters, but unfortunately not able to take advantage of it fully. But maybe here, this is going to be a huge chunk of damage. 4.3 about, 4.2 closer.
Goes with the blowback 2C on there afterwards here. The pogo stick just cancels out into the throw, and that's going to be it here. 2-0 for Young.
Closing it out real quickly. Ushi is such a scary character. Like I said, is a bit more of a breakout player, a bit more of a recent adopter of TL. Did pretty well at Climax of Night, but hasn't been seen for very long, very recent on the scene with Noel. This character, I always think this character, I've always been of the opinion this character is very underrated. Very strong strike throw situation, really good buttons, really good pressure. I hope we'll be able to see that here.
Yeah, especially when you have access to those black keys early on here, like being able to kind of keep a plus on there afterwards. Unfortunately, going to get caught into the air with Phantom on the Mario, going to bring it down here, go into the setup on there afterwards, keep it going into another throw.
And we're just kind of here in the blender. No matter what knockdown you get on Mario, he's going to have some tool in his kit to just kind of break you out. But Syncomi with the perfect 2D from Noel to break himself out and switch the corner into his advantage. All right.
Yeah, the moment of hesitation. Oh, but we go with a blowback 2-2 from Syncomi, and they're going to get like go ahead into the corner, get the little bit of a vacuum on there afterwards. Keep holding it down into the shield, and just hold it down until the BC finally gets out of here.
And catching the B with the immediate, what's it called? Reshield out of the BC. And able to catch that shield B because you can't reshield that. That's a guaranteed punish. So Phantom gets his advantage going once again. Just holding on and frame trapping with the rapid beat. That should be the round. And it is.
So far, studied has worked very well for Phantom here so far. Going to go in, but the first hit, get with the counter in there from Syncomi. Going to go ahead, bring it down, throw out one of those little black keys to get all the way into the EX. Good advantage in here, stays on the same side, holds it down with the black key in the air.
Oh no! Synco maybe just trying to go for a jump or an IAD or something, and Phantom try to anti-air it because that's the guy who does it. Phantom is the guy who just kind of anti-airs people with 3C. That's what he does. He has a whole video. Yeah, he has multiple videos, multiple clips of him just like, yo, nice. And just hitting the 3C. He is! He's really good at it! He's really scarily good at it! I mean,
you got a skill you put on your resume, you might as well showcase it in full force on here. Okay, EX stays on the same side. Time for chakras to come out. Great tech from Syncomi on there, ready for the throw setup.
Expecting a mash, so putting down that 2-2B, but Syncomi holding the fort, and getting the air block on that shield B is going to be so minus for Synco. Not quite enough to kill, but hey, we're going to get a nice little left right here.
Oh, we had the first hit on there. We got pushed a little bit too far away, was not able to do the full conversion on there afterwards here. Nice little throw in there from Syncomi. We're going to go ahead, hold down the neutral with that, but again, we're going to get the tech. Cancel out the moon skill into the BC, ready for it, and just goes in for the throw to finish the job for Phantom.
Keeping it clean. Phantom has been really good so far at just calling out Synco's offensive options. A lot of throw techs. Getting these throws, and of course, I think it goes really hand in hand with Phantom's tendency to look out for IADs with that 3C. That's kind of like the main thing he kind of wants to look out for. If you're running at him, he's gonna tech your throw. If he sees you air dashing, especially like from pretty far away, he's gonna 3C you. Really good at that. And I think on the offense side of things, I think Phantom really takes advantage of what Mario can do with his like multi-hitting, advancing normals. I think that really complements his offensive playstyle.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the the far-reaching chakra on there afterwards. Did get a little bit hit, but it was on the trade on here. Syncomi being able to trying to get on the approach in there. A lot of clashes coming in, holds their ground on there, but the 3C, you just called it out there, Phantom with the 3C, showing it nice with it.
And we're just gonna get a nice little left right here. This setup is so scary. And trying to break out with that 2-2B. Noel's got a direction agnostic DP, so he tried to pull it, but Phantom just waiting it out in the oh god. Catching a jump with the 2-3-6A. Scary stuff.
Extremely scary on here. Already going through it in. First sword NUN doesn't make it worse, but punch NUN does to get the job done here. Try to go in for the throw, tries to go right back into it for a second time. Phantom's not having any of it.
Trying to press on the throw tech, but Phantom throwing out the 2-2B. And another one catching the press on the 2B. Noel does have a very, very strong 2B at just pressing in a bar situations, especially spaced ones. So Phantom seeing that Synco wants to do that as well.
Yeah, a lot of meter on their side too. A little bit of vital source. If they get a chance to even use it here.
Is it going to be enough? I mean, 2-3-6A, 6-2-3C,
Yep.
That's enough for the kill?
Yep, just enough at the end there. Holden with a full stick of butter in here. Unfortunately, going to have to hold that all the way down into the loser's bracket here. Phantom is going to be the one moving on. Melty blood to live. That is absolutely true, Kirbo. As we go into it, like speaking of like going to live in here, we're going on winner's side. Continuing down the list, Arhkma, Muddykipz versus DDive.
These are two very, very active players. Two people that I think have played each other quite a bit. So two characters that are also pretty similar in their premise. Very all-rounder type characters, really strong pressure. And Arhkma starting off with a strong hit here. Ciel compared to Roa, relatively higher damage, has a better control of full screen and of the air, while Roa, I think he's more offensive oriented. He's more like close up, mid-range type stuff. But they're of the same ilk.
But we go ahead with the 2-beat starting up in here for Arhkma. Muddykipz going to go ahead with a nice little 4.1k of damage. Stays onto the same side. Going to push Roa all the way in there and just goes in there forward with the claw coming in. Roll the turnaround.
Just a bit too high to get the punish on that shield. Be able to recover out of it. But finding ourselves in a bit of a scramble situation here. Going for that up back into the 2-4A key. But DDive finding his hit here. If he wants to spend bar here, that's going to be one little knockdown into a final guess situation. Not enough to kill. Just have to hold on to this. Roa's pressure is insane. Able to restart it so seamlessly with that EX needle.
Oh, but we got the fatal counter from the second hit of the 2B, and that's all you need to go ahead and make that conversion happen. Arhkma takes the back of that round after a little bit of a tirade from DDive.
With the tiniest bit of a life bar remaining. It was really scary for him, but he managed to clutch it out with that hit. Really good stuff. And that 2B is so good too. It just shrinks. It shrinks to the hurt box and then it brings it back up. But it doesn't matter if you're just gonna get fatal countered on the by the IAD here on your low shield. It's gonna be a huge chunk. 4.3.
Yeah. Go in. Okay, get the tech on there. We're going to try to backdash. We're trying to get in there with the needle, but we go ahead with the dash on there afterwards here. This is going to be more than enough. The decision is, do you want to spin a little bit of meter to make it so? You do.
Just clearing it out with that EX needle. That run under 2C from DDive was so nice. So impressive. Just making sure that you can't just catch you on the landing. 2C Abare from DDive, just finding his way, pushing Arhkma into the corner here, into the EX needle. We're going to get another knockdown here, another safe jump. Nope. Just keep it up. Finding his way back in, and the unblockable!
Yeah, I like that option on there. You reach the ground first, go into the moon drive, go with the air unblockable on there afterwards here. Go ahead, yeah, use that EX, clear across the screen. Doesn't matter where you're from, you're going to get the hit, especially on the side swap on there from Arhkma.
Now it's looking like the tables are turned a little bit here. Not able to punish the heat. Just finding his way around. How much is this going to be? This is going to be a lot. We're going to cash out into the arc drive here. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. Almost 5k.
Has 3 bars to work with here. We could see heat on the menu. Like if they find it, there it is. But the hold up going in, ready for it with that shield option on there afterwards. DDive is going to take advantage of that to go ahead and take that first match.
DDive just peppering on those staggers right there at the end, trying to wait for something. Just a tiny little bit of waiting, just a nice little bit of patience, just enough to force that heat out of Arhkma. Just kind of as that last little desperation call, like, get me out of here. I don't want to deal with Roa pressure.
Yeah, especially when you got 3 or 4 bars on the menu and you're starting losing. You got a little bit of that vital source. You're going to see that happen on there. It's a matter of when on there. DDive was just ready for it.
And that's a really big advantage of Roa's pressure. Like the amount of threat that he provides just lets him just do more light stuff, more or less risky stuff while still just providing such an implicit threat to the opponent. The same thing can be said about Ciel here, just trying to find something, but the 6BC catching the landing recovery on the air key. Bit of a black beat combo here, but hey, if you don't tech out, it's a real combo, so we're just gonna keep it pushing and trade in the throw with the air dash.
Yeah, DDive has only been going for that a little bit on the ground into the instant air dash yet again on there. It's been working in spades. We're going to go ahead, keep it down with the low, hold it down, and we get the fatal counter shield, a little bit of extra damage on top of that. Regular throw, not enough to kill there. We just need the 1 touch, but we're going to go right in with the 2B beginning for Arhkma.
Now dropping at the charge key, DDive trying to hit the needle, but getting clipped out by the keys. Now, are we going to see another like 1 pixel comeback from Arhkma here?
Oh yeah, you're going to be able to do the full conversion on that thanks to the moon drive on there afterwards here. Really good situation. Go ahead, use that arc drive, finish the job.
Building up just enough with that moon drive off the command grab. You know, all the things that Arhkma's doing here. It kind of reminds me of the stuff that wowed me when Jimmy J Tran played Ciel at EVO 2023. Like the unblockables, these command grabs, these sneaky command grabs. It just reminds me so much of that legendary run.
Yeah, shout out to Jimmy J Tran. Like, making me a believer of the Ciel in this game for sure.
And Arhkma taking full advantage of it. 2 years has passed. We're evolved now. The trade!
Arhkma tried to go in for the 2B early on, but the first hit, it's very close to the player on there afterwards. DDive was able to get the full hit on there, but we're just going to go in, just get the call out on the gap on there from against DDive, hold it down, the clash. You know what? If we don't see the dash, let's just go ahead and do it one more time.
Again, you can't react to every flash. And he didn't have Moon Drive to make an easy reaction to that. Oh, the clash on that again!
I was not expecting a clash on there, but DDive certainly was on here. We're going to go into that point for the DDive.
Really disadvantaged state from Arhkma there. I believe the landing just gave him worse frame beta to try and mash out on. And oh my god! Oh, you're able to jump cancel that.
Oh, and you get the corner too. Okay.
That's gonna be a huge chunk. Yeah, no, both of these. I think DDive might have seen Arhkma punish him with the hero and thought I could do it on my own, but you can jump cancel out of your keys, your air key Rekka. And we're gonna get that full combo here. This is the DDive special right here. If you've seen him play, you've definitely seen this route at least a few times, and just ended with the 6-2-3-C left right.
Beautiful signature on that check on here. Goes in, throw back into neutral one more time here. Cancels out with air dash in here. Try to go in the air dash empty low. Get the combo in there. We're going in with the shield counter A on top of that here for DDive.
And one more left right. Now just trying to stagger something and catching.
Oh! That could be it. That is definitely going to be it here with the follow-up on there. DDive is going to be moving on in the pools.
Themselves in and around the game. Kirby is probably one of the most active players in the game. Always in the Discord, always pinging for games at reasonable hours, sometimes unreasonable hours. Kind of the wizard, the tech wizard of Mario in the North American scene. Super strong, super aware of what he can do with his character, super aware of where his character's shortcomings are. And Reaper, not playing match day, playing Miyako for the fans.
Okay. Yeah, we'll love to see the mash come out, but also I'm a Reaper Miyako enjoyer for certain on this. Unfortunately, we're not going to see any of that at the moment here. Kirby is keeping Miyako up in the air, going into the corner, holding the shield under, trying to get onto the other side, but no can do.
Right, and just catching with the moon drive to beat that out, but the 2BC to beat out the 214A on the approach. Really surprised I was able to work there, but Kirby is still able to just keep full momentum of the match here. Going to a bit left right here, and not quite ready.
You're just gonna go ahead just to get in with the setting on there. That you don't need much else after that to get a full round on your table. Fill that Scantron up.
Now we just move on to the next. We have more meter on the round, but due to that moon drive there, just a bit empty, and unfortunately due to that, it was really hard to beat out Mario and his 2BC and Moondrive if you don't have access to Moondrive, because a little known fact about counterplaying this character, that is the main way to just beat it out, because if you Moondrive Mario, parry, the Clash, the Moon Clash, it doesn't hit you. You can just punish him for free.
Yeah,
well, free. It costs Moondrive.
Yeah, and both players are running pretty low on Moondrive here. Like, it looks like Reaper is going to go ahead and take the lead on here, getting a little bit more of that as we go in, and we're going in for the stomp!
No, not ready. Maybe tried to jump out, just expecting that on the hesitancy, but the 5A 2-2C is enough to just clip him low with that stomp. I don't know if he was, I don't believe that was the setup for the unblockable, for the end of the world, but
it didn't look like it on there, but we're going in like a long distance BC thanks to the NUN and play on there, forcing the heat away just to get back out into neutral here, but just didn't push back like an air hockey puck into the corner.
And the gapless block string into the empty low here. And we're going to be going straight into 63C for Axe OP. Missing that, but no, the shield B!
Oh, the third hit on that making its mark here, but you're going to have to hold it down here. The Nuns are at play. Into the throw, into the chakra, one more time in here, holding it down until you are no longer doing that. You have 2 bars on the menu here. You can definitely finish that play.
No matter what, even if he had 3, if he had 4, if there was a little more health, I think Kirby would have been able to seal it out anyway, because like I said earlier, Kirby's a bit of a wizard on this character. He knows how to extend, he knows how to really stretch his dollar when it comes to meter expenditure and damage on this character. Because one of the weaknesses of the character is that he's relatively low damage, but if you know your routes, Kirby certainly does. This character can put up pretty nice numbers.
Oh yeah, no, like has a whole squad with Mario all the way like running on here, and even then, like we saw that at the very end was already ready. Like if it was a little bit more damage, Reaper was stuck into the corner yet again, and here time for the mix-up on there. But regardless of that, that fate has already been decided. We're going back in. We're locked into the Miyako for Reaper here, and we're getting hit once again by Kirby.
And now we enter the Mario Vortex, the Moondrive, catching with the throw.
Yeah, you get that combo on the throw on here afterwards here. Go ahead, try to build up a little moon gauge on there, but doesn't get away too far.
And now trying to get his gapless plus frames, I'm pretty sure with that 6BC 1-4C, but quite.
Follow up into the low on there, so this is going to be a chance for Reaper.
No. Delay 5C? Did I catch another jump?
Try to run it through there like it's hit with the shield B. Yeah, here comes the Moondrive.
No. Maybe he tried to switch his block the other way because, Miyako has that cross-up that you have to look out for. Pretty similar startup animation, pretty similar, like, delay into the second hit, but not quite looking right.
Like, did that catch in the Kirby in midair with that shield on there, too? So that was able to get the punish?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Kirby might have just pressed something afterwards or something. But that was definitely an interesting move, the run up 3C.
Yeah, like go in, like get the cans out there for Miyako.
The cartwheel out of the way.
A little bit of Cirque du Soleil happening on the screen here. It's like you got high flying axe here. I got acrobatics. Let's form a team.
Yep. Beautiful, beautiful act coming together. But oh no, trying to jump shield out of the way, but whiffing. But I don't think really has a way to get around that. But not canceling out of that 3C. So that's a full punish for Reaper here. Drive. And that parry hitting actually into not the clash from the main drive, but the raw parry frames that comes out in the double digits. So perfect timing.
Shot right into the 2B on here, keeping it plus. We're getting pushed away on here. The Bison slides coming for days and days. Found the gap in there to get out of the way, but we're going to get the confirm with the cans from Reaper.
All right, just grabbing a little delay on the BC, trying to force something, but no. The Moondrive timer is running out, but the 2BC catches the NUN and getting the counter hit against Kirby here, and getting the kill with the bar from Reaper. Really, really good situation for him, bringing the set down to 1-1.
Oh, I've never seen the NUN fly quite like that on there. Just like clear off the screen, like one of the alpacas in that one Tekken stage, where they're just kind of flying off in there.
Yeah.
It's like there was no physics on that NUN.
Yeah, just like go into the video editing software, just like drag it over, keyframe there, just let the tweening do the work.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about it.
They'll reach their destination by noon.
Yeah, don't make your way back to their home planet.
I must go.
Yeah, holding it down with it into the BC on there, back into the shield. BC for Reaper's own here as we go in, keeping up plus, but we're going to go ahead and get the heat on there. Back into neutral we go.
He's pushing him back, but this is probably where Kirby wants to be compared to the Reaper. He has to find his way in, but getting clipped by the 236A Sword Nun into the full conversion, sending him to the corner here into a safe jump. But no blocking on the safe jump, so he's just gonna get hit by the DP, unfortunately.
Oh, cancels out of the moon skill. Cans into the jump and on there, but unfortunately now have to deal with a little bit of the NUN in there. I like that on the super jump attempt on there, like got the heat away. Unfortunately, going to get the confirm from Kirby.
Yeah, that NUN. I don't think Reaper had anything he could do about it. He was still in the air, got hit by the 2BC, and now he's getting hit by the air dash back. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill at a pretty, like, Arc Drive could heal here, but he doesn't have the meter for it. So just one more into the throw tech, jumping out of the way. Into gapless, is he going to be able to block it all out? Yes, checking the throw again, and oh dear, the cross-up elbow.
Yeah, the side switch that happens on it. Oh, we got the recovery in the mid-air, actually calling it out here. Tried to get like one more chance on there, but Kirby was too far away on the other side here. Back into the center of the stage.
Zoning out with the nuns here at a pretty big life advantage, so Kirby is fine with just backing off, letting him charge up, waiting for something. And the timer's running out, almost at 5 seconds. 6, 5, 4.
Like, it was Kirbo, that was really a who's going to blink first on there, who's going to cause that timer to pause on there, and it was Reaper that caused the blink on there. Kirby take full advantage on there with shield. Very nice.
It did cost him a little bit of moon drive there, but hey, it's a round. It's set point for Kirby. I don't think he minds that at all. But getting hit by the cross-up. But the air is tight here, but oh my goodness!
Was that cross-up? Was that a cross-up on there?
I don't know. That was JA. I don't know how that hit.
Regardless, it did hit on there earlier. Nearly left, like going in. Now we're going to go halfway of that life bar. Hien gone here, taking the lead in this match.
All right, getting that moon drive, forcing it out. -2, so we're just having to deal with that. Trying to 2BC Abare. This is going to put Reaper into one last situation. Trying to heat, and it works.
No moon drive on the side of Reaper here, trying to gain a little bit of that life back, but trying to go into the stomp on here. Moon drive activated for Kirby to stop on the stomp setup on there, but caught with the arrow blockable from Reaper.
Tried to press something out of the aerial block stun, but not quite. But the light peppering of the 5As there, catching out the heat, baiting it out, and the perfect reaction. Now things are looking like a reverse, with the clash from the charge.
Just gets in there with a little bit on the scramble here. Reaper turning this into set point for both players to move on to the top 8.
Jumping out of the way, punished with the 214C. Super good awareness of his own character from Kirby. DP. Moondrive is completely off the table for Reaper, though. That timer is going to be running out, especially now that he used that BC. So now it's just a battle. It's a perseverance battle here. We got to see who blinks first, like you said.
Cancel that on there. Goes in for the shield B. Nothing to the end. Getting hit with the sword nun slowly but surely. We are whittling down that time and trying to find where the hits are going to come in.
Now this is the Miyako place. Send down that pressure. Breaking the low shield with the 5B. But the multi-hits from that 5C make it really hard to beat out heat if that already comes out. And the low shield there.
Doesn't anything else on it. All the pieces. We're seeing a lot of shield Bs in here from Reaper on there, trying to find that counter hit to get the full combo on there afterwards. Not getting anything for it, but that shoulder hit is going to do very much more.
Yeah, the frame trap, the counter hit, it's looking really scary for Kirby here. And the overhead, but not quite heating. That could have been curtains for Kirby. And just cashing out with the arc drive that hits from anywhere.
Smart decision on there. You get rid of the moon gauge on there for Reaper. Not going to have another chance of this match to happen on here, but we're going in. Keep it up. Here comes the heat.
Kind of bait the throw with the J4BC. And getting that hit with the B nun, but no meter to convert. Oh, forcing his way in. This is the Miyako zone. You really don't want to be here in the Miyako pressure dimension, but it's okay. J4BC out.
15 seconds. Holding it down here. Going to keep it down. We get in there with the low. Doesn't have a lot of meter. Doesn't have any meter, in fact, on here. So it's going to have to go into one more interaction here. Try to go with the can-cans. Heat. But unfortunately, Kirby was too far away, got rid of the NUN, but Kirby was able to come in, approach, locked on the target, and is going to be moving on into top 8. Coming up here, this is this is actually on loser side here, like going to be Young versus Jarraffe.
Yun's switching it out. Ushi last time he was here, but now on the Dan. Maybe it's for me, maybe it's the confidence in the matchup here, but I think, personally, I think that Dan Roa can be pretty hard for Dan, but I think Yun has a pretty good grasp of how to handle this matchup. Really good sense of Dan's tools. And of course, Jarraffe is no slouch on his own.
Okay, we're gonna have to see how D to the A to the NOL works out here. On top of that, here it gets the call out with their nice little punish in there into the activation on Moondrive. Here is it time to go into the setup here, set up the pins.
The signature 214C Oki 22B, just shielding immediately on that, because that is one of the answers to the cross-up break setup off that. Kind of the usual layer 1, but not quite! Not able to shield it, so he's still able to jump cancel and get away from that DP. OTG string here. Trying to moon DP, but normal DP is gonna hit.
I like that Jarraffe realizes, like, okay, I'm not going to hit anything on here. I'm going to try to get away from it with the jump cancel on there. Unfortunately, you're getting hooked on the acupuncture train here, Yun, with that first round.
Unfortunately, you're going to be hit. Wait, Umumusme reference? You might be hit with the strength chakra, but no acupuncture failed?
Oh, no, unfortunate.
Wait, nah. But if Jarraffe knows how to deal with the Oki, which he has demonstrated to an extent that he is able to deal with it, it's all about just finding his way out. He's been getting hit by the needles, he's been getting hit by the activations, but if he's able to find his way out here, that may be able to start his own Roa journey.
On to the other side here with a little bit of delay. The 3C is going to get the hit. Actually, we get the far hit on the lightning on here. Jarraffe is going to go ahead and take that corner back.
The DP from that far away, Jarraffe with the perfect run-up to punish it, and this should be enough to kill, but no, the drop! It's okay.
Yeah, try to go for the low option on there afterwards here. Misses that opportunity, but you know what? Recovers it just in time. 1 round for each.
Yep. The backdash needle is a Roa staple, and the low profile with the 236A to beat the jump in from Dance JV. That is not an interaction you see very often, especially not intentionally. And no, not quite!
Not quite, but this time, yeah, going to go in, get the approach on there with the EX on there afterwards here.
The charge going, but they fall out. You're trying to go for an air unblockable off of that, but not quite. And hitting out of the needle. Needle is not invul. And the catch on the forward catch, but no conversion. To be trying to use those. And the punish.
Love that neutral jump on there into the punch. Still has access to the needles down on there afterwards. Where going to land? Going to be able to continue the combo thanks to that. Finishing off with 3C into the air throw.
And going for the vacuum into the rebeat into the hit and the throw. Safe jump kind of whiffed there. That is technically a safe jump. Pretty big walk back jump JC, but. It was a whiff, but the 5A Moondrive was able to catch Jarraffe trying to press it, maybe try and fuzzy mash it. So it still worked out for Yun in the end there, putting him at 1-0.
Okay, we've seen Jarraffe being a little bit more cautious with the on follow up, but ready to go into back traces, abort mission, get back, try to get back out of the situations here more than once. I wonder if we're going to be a little bit more active on that afterwards, or what are we going to do?
Maybe, because I do think that this is a matchup where Roa can aggress once he gets past the initial threat of the set play and the zoning. I think that is kind of his domain, but we'll see if he's able to get it out here. And
just goes up and doesn't get much else out on the cancel. The recovery was already in there for Jarraffe here, holding it down, keeping it away, but you get hit with the moon scale in there from Jarraffe on here all the way into the left hand corner.
Wow, that was a really kind of awkward hit for Jarraffe, but he was still able to convert it and catching the 4BC attempt with the needle. That's what Roa likes to do. He loves to control that grounded mid-range with his needle. And against Dan, I think it's really worthwhile. And we get the punish on the shield A counter. That is pretty decently minus, able to get that 2B starter into one more guess. Just waiting it out.
Yeah, nothing else afterwards here, just like kind of dealing with it here, but we're holding down with the 6C a little bit, but we caught on the backdash. It looked like against Yunxmi, just gets a little bit of like even out here. Next hit could potentially kill.
All right, the 6C just peppering him with these, catching the drop on the shield. That is one of Dan's kind of best tools to annoy the opponents with in neutral. Just shoot that there, and ADP is really good at catching the approach. Yun has been just churning that ADP the whole time, and for good reason. It's a really good tool, converts into a lot of damage on hit, and you can cancel it. So it's not even bad to get it blocked.
Yeah, being like on the A, actually a little bit of a trade on here. The fatal counter. Nothing else for it, unfortunately, here, but we do hit the ground before Jarraffe has a chance on here.
With punishing the JC with the 5A and the 2A Moondrive to catch the high shield for the kill. Yun taking it 2-0 over Jarraffe here.
Yeah, adding into that's going to be on the loser side of top 8. Moving on, like here, we almost have our full top 8 filled out. Pay out the players. It's all there waiting for you. Just feel free to contribute in there. Help that make that happen. I'm sure they will very much appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. And like you said earlier, we got to make them fight a little harder. Just a little bit extra money, maybe the motivation that they need to do their best.
Just got to make it happen on here. Into the dojo we go here. Mario versus Roa right now.
Mm-hmm. Sure, this is a matchup that DDive is relatively intimate with. He is part of East Canada French bred, so he is aware. He does have Kirby as someone that I believe he's played a lot. They've played at regionals before, so I think he may be aware of the matchup, but how Phantom plays the character, I'm not too sure. Relatively recent development, DDive has been a bit less active as of late within the past few months in the period of time that Phantom has been playing the character, so we'll see how he takes approaches Phantom style of offense, neutral, and all of that.
Yeah, fully understand on that. I'm kind of curious to see where we're going to go in the meantime, though. Calling the lightning down, going to try to keep it plus here, trying to open up the lock that is Phantom right now. You know what? Not needs a little bit more time on there, but we get called out into the gap and we're back into neutral.
But now just gonna get a hit by the air dash back into the button. That's gonna be sending DDive all the way to the corner here. Really scary and just trying to throw, but what? Where are you going?
You are going to the ground and that's where you're going.
I know he tried to 6BC, but he somehow got crossed up into a 4BC facing the corner. That is so unfortunate. That would have gotten him out, but Phantom just, he manipulated his controller. Perfect positioning.
By the way, quick shout out to the Emperor Mishima with the $3 donation into the match arena. By the way, thank you so very, very much.
Now we're just going to get the DDive zone going. We're going to get a left right here. Perfect stagger. You can see Phantom trying to go for the 3C there, but getting hit out by DDive's option just on the ground. Really knows how to approach people trying to do stuff like that. Just run up, simple stagger them. It may lose to other things, but Phantom is pretty good at doing the thing, at doing like 3C, so it's a really good answer to that.
A full recovery got Mario out of the corner here and going to go ahead with the confirm onto the plate. In a really good position here. Doesn't have really any meter to activate heat on there, so I have to hold it on. Not for very long. The confirm for DDive says sit down.
Yeah, no, that was really bad. That was really unfortunate for Phantom there because, you know, the instinct on Clash is to jump shield it, but there's certain characters, certain moves that Clash and you can't jump shield them. They just whip you, they let you die, and DDive was able to take full advantage of that, get himself this Vortex here in the 3rd round.
Catch it in there, a little bit of a tick throw on there afterwards here. Hold down the shield into the shield B, take it back on there, but we're already up in the air trying to avoid the DP from Phantom.
And oh god, this is looking like it may kill. Yep, right into that arc drive range. That is going to ground game 1 for DDive.
Just like that on here. Now we do know Phantom has other characters on there. Do you think we keep with the Kirby, the Mario?
Nah, I think he's committed. I think he's playing Mario the way through. He's on his Mario arc, so I think he's okay. I think he's keeping it there, and he is. Mario arc. He did play arc for a little bit, just for a little bit.
You know, as a treat.
Yeah, you know, you can have your fastest run speed in the game, really high health.
You
You can have your vortex as a little treat. You get a different vortex here, but it's vortex all the same. It's that type of game.
Right, sending out the nuns early on here. If both will super jumping into the air throw going to be an advantage of DDive here as we get the little push around in here. Nice little jump away in here, letting the nuns do all the dirty work in here and going to go try to complete the job.
I like the idea from DDive trying to catch the backdash with the 63A, and oh god, he knows the matchup. He is perfectly aware that that chakram would have hit him out, but the moon drive allows him to get that shield BC and just finish the combo into the throw.
Yeah, great awareness from DDive on here. Going to go ahead, get another confirm, has the full stick on the plate here. Go ahead, use a little bit of that on here just to go into the one more interaction after the throw here. Oh, that was dangerous.
What an interesting little situation there. DDive really could have died for that, but unfortunately for Phantom, he whipped the throw, expecting DDive to do that out of the moon drive. So he's gonna have to fight a little harder here. Yeah, trying to send out a NUN, but yeah, the needle there is just gonna kind of keep himself at that perfect spacing. The NUN doesn't activate, and he gets counter hit. Conversion? Yup. Not quite able to punish the shield B, but managing to find his way through the clash situation, Phantom, and going into like the cross-up break.
Oh, and you get hit by the far-reaching chakram on top of that here. Going to go ahead, keep on the safe side here. Another time on there, and you caught shielding the other way. The chakram coming from the other side.
Getting hit with that slide from the back. It is not going to be good for DDive here if he gets thrown, and he does the fatal counter, giving Phantom a round up. Or same round, not bad. It's okay.
Really strong round on there. And we're just going to get called out with a 3C from the ground in there. Hello.
Yep. Just catching that massive super jump in. Gave him all the time to react. Maybe didn't. Just knew DDive just wasn't going to try and change his way in. Left to right, but he has blood here. He can spend his meter. He can try and force his way in, but not if Phantom gets another 3C. This is one of Phantom's strengths, just catching your IADs with 3C. He's looking for it a lot of the time. Baiting the throw too. Spending the extra bar here, get the corner.
Let's get the deck because I'm ready for it on here, but we're going to get the call out into the low. Okay, yes, that's
right. Forcing our way, jumping back in out of the way of that. Trying to force something, backdash and throw on the 2BC. He has a lot of life to work with, but DDive might be getting some back here. Oh no! Tried to punish the 3C, but landed in the back of Phantom on the whip, so he was able to just press, get the counter hit because he was in that landing recovery. Really, really unfortunate for DDive there. He had the idea, but Roa doesn't have a cross-up button, so it's kind of hard to get something like that consistent, especially in those weird niche landing situations like that. But it's okay, we go next. This is set point.
1-1. This is what I want to see. As many matches as we possibly can happen on the screen.
It's all about how you place yourself here at the round start. Able to get his advancing going. NUN is trying to send something out, trying to clip Phantom just a little bit. These 4BCs trying to catch him in the air on the ground, trying to do something. 3BC trying to call it an air. The air throw.
And we're just going to go in there, meet up, get the confirm on there from the other side. DDive in a really good spot, gets 3K on just on that alone here.
Going for the really crazy things to try and catch Phantom's options, his 3Cs and his responses there, but able to hit with the J4BC into the left right.
Oh, yeah, Phil's going to go for the DP on there afterwards here. Nothing happens, so we got a little bit of a punish in there from Phantom.
Yep, blocking that 3BC and just going for the throw. Once Phantom goes and once his opponent starts to respond, there's a lot of these situations in this type of matchup where you just end up looking at each other. It's really scary. But that 5B Abare is going to get him that kill with the Archdrive cash out. Set point for Phantom.
Very much pulling the strings at the very end there. Let's see where we're going to go with this. Oh, we caught pressing buttons a little too far away here. DDive is going to take full credit there.
Just whiff punish that. Get your corner. Don't even think about it too hard. Into the throw.
I like the call out in there, just like get back in there, just like with the shield B. Gonna get another confirm into full counter, back into neutral here. Stays same side.
And one more throw. Not quite. Trying to anti-air with the 3C, but just going right over. A bit too late in the IAD for that. Try to find that opportunity. The NUN is coming back. And oh! Phantom with the pickup off of that really high up air hit.
Yeah, it looked like DDive was trying to get in there before Phantom hit the ground, but was able to like scramble onto the other side. Got on there with the air unblockable on there afterwards here, and another arc drive coming in the plate for Phantom.
Arc drive's gonna be really nice, gonna get him that last little bit, but no, the heat out, finding that and punishing the whiff shield. Tiny little bit, but the 5B, that advancing multi-hit 5B, really good tool Mario has for Abare. I'm a personal fan of it whenever I play Mario myself, so it's nice to see it out and about. I think Phantom knows its worth.
Backdash into the 2B, the blowback version of that, but we get the confirm on the other side here. Here we go. Phantom is going to take that 2-1.
And it was always so exhilarating to see him like he took out Scrap Vermilion. He took out Scrap Vermilion at Climax of Night.
Yeah, that was that was like top 16, I believe, in that, or
yeah. Like one of the few times that Scrot just didn't make it out. Like it was at the hands of DrackMae and his Kohaku. This is a really good guy, really good player. Excited to see him here. Yeah, first time on the stream here, so I'll see what he's been cooking.
Hey, look, definitely have like try to make those meals happen here. Meal prepping for the potential journey on here afterwards, but we're going to get hit by Kirby as we go on. Get that side switch on there into another setup.
Trying to catch a shield or something, but DrackMae just holding into the heat. Oh no, trying to counter the 3BC, but unfortunately just facing the wrong way with that JA. And trying to get a conversion off here, a bit of an air scramble. Where are we going? The 3C!
3C, you know me, back into the corner we're going to be.
One more. It's actually a really unique setup that he's using here. It's not the normal Axo key. This time it is this like 2-2A.
Just goes ahead, trying to send out the plant on there for the Oki on there afterwards, already getting the recover, get the throw on there, and to the other side we go for Kirby.
Yep, the Goomba Stomp just sends you over there. You gotta be really aware of that. You gotta be ready for it. Unfortunately for DrackMae, he just is not ready for that cross-up. It's okay, he gets the round start interaction here into the knockdown. This is where Kohaku shines. Okizeme.
Yeah, anytime you get the knockdown, you're definitely going to see that plant on there. Just the free Oki to spin around and go you afterwards on here. We got the recovery into the area with the confirm thanks to the help of the NUN from Kirby.
Something like a left right here into the throw on the shield. And getting the punish on that.
Yeah, that's one advantage that that Mario has on top of that. It's like here, I'm going to be able to like just send the NUN to go after you, and I can run on there after.
Yeah, it is kind of weird at times to punish that stuff from Kohaku and that heat as well. Kohaku's 2-1-4C can be a little awkward to punish. So Mario having that advantage of just being able to go like, hey, I'm sending out my NUN. I can cover that much of the distance. I can catch you landing. That's a really big advantage that he has on that.
Yeah. So Ari up 1 here. No changes, no surprises.
We'll see. But when Drac actually gets his turn going, he usually gets it going pretty hard. Especially, I feel like Kohaku's mid screen is actually really good for Hiroki. Like it has multiple left rights on that stuff. Can catch back, it catches backdash automatically. There's a lot of things that are kind of unique to it that make it pretty darn threatening. We'll see if we get to see that here.
Ooh, we did get a little bit of a hit from the jump in on there afterwards here, but the second combo, the follow-up on there afterwards, going to go ahead and make its mark here. Time for Tree, set up a place, really shine up the room.
All right, just going into the high-low, using the coverage provided by the Tree. But Kirby finding his way out with the sword nun. One more. Just high shielding that, trying to press out, shield drop into press, but Kirby just waiting for it, getting that hit. And we're gonna send DrackMae back into the corner. Thought he can get out for a second, gave him that little taste of freedom, find the way out, and the punish once again.
Extending it with the EX NUN on there afterwards here. We're gonna go almost all the way to the other side with that, with the Shinigami with the $100 contribution to the bracket. Ooh, trying to willing a DrackMae Grand Finals into existence. We'll see if that potentially happens here as we go on through the winter semis right now.
Shoutouts to Shinny. I haven't seen him in a while. I remember one of my first net play brackets. I got chopped out of bracket because I lost to him. That's an OG. That's a GOAT right there. What's up, man?
Oh, with just a sliver of life from Kirby at the very end there. Gets it over DrackMae, going into set point on their side.
Backdash getting caught by the air dash. And we're gonna get that Oki going once again. The plant, you know, the Melty manga, the official type Lumina manga, it calls her Oki the best. The character of best Oki.
Just a piece of paradise, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the players would agree, but it's what the manga says.
Oh, but like the second hit caught Kirby ducking on the process here. Here we go. Time for Oki. No, you don't get plant. You get grabbed.
And oh, the 2A, no, trying to do something, but the axes are still there. Into left, right. That's the safe jump.
Maybe out. Oh, but not for very long. The nuns are still waiting. Doesn't get the parry. Just too far away. DrackMae does nothing on here, but they're going ahead with the DP from Kirby.
Like another one. This is the left, right this time. Just finding his way. 2-1-4C attempted, but no!
Yep, okay, you have to hit the shield, hold it down.
No, the punish on that can be so awkward. And the low shield, one last Holy Mary, but no. Going for the IAD, crushing that low shield, giving Kirby the 2-0 over Drax, sending him to losers.
Oh, that is definitely a shame on there. That does mean that we got Phantom versus Kirby coming in for winners finals. So
maybe the Miyako, I saw him in chat, he said this one was for the fans. So we'll see. Maybe the match was his intention all along. He just had to pull out the Miyako for the people.
Yeah.
For the people.
A Reaper of the people, that is for sure.
Oh, absolutely. But this may be a good matchup point because MASH has so many tools that can play out of Aoko's range. Obviously, force her way in with that charge 2-3-6B. It's got clash frames. It's got a lot of things, and that ADP.
Yep, and you have to be able to cancel out of it, continue up the combo. That's already 4K of damage, and we're not even 10 seconds into the match, Kirbo.
Yeah. But delayed shield A is going to be able to reverse the situation really fast, just as fast as he got put in that situation. We're not even 20 seconds in and going straight for the DP, but no punish.
Know what, the crouching shield in there, unfortunate for Reaper in here, going to give Gozen a whole chance to take away that middle life bar.
Yep, you just gotta hold that, and the 4C! You can't block that, you can't block that, it's an overhead, it's a... And the 5B?
That goes in, switches out to the other side, going to take full advantage of it with the air unblockable, using the heat on there, potentially trying to get a little bit of that life back on here. Now going to have to hold down with the block stun.
Going heat for heat and using that slide to catch him low into the EX, using that last bit of heat. But the scramble on the drop is going to give Reaper the advantage here. Just the tiniest bit of life remaining. He's going to use this wisely for the ender here.
Trying to go in for a safe jump setup on there afterwards. Go in a little bit of that judo.
Just DPing on that. Not trying to take any risk with shielding on that moon drive, just going straight for the DP. Just the smallest bit of life on Gozen's end. That DP was enough to kill.
Run up throw, doesn't even care about the orb in play.
And now we're just forcing our way. We're going to the corner. Another orb. Will we see another 4C? And will we get the punish this time?
No punish on there afterwards, but we're going to go ahead and throw. Set up that star mine. This time the
All right.
like forcing too far away here, trying to keep you guessing on the top of it. Here comes the big orb though.
Oh wow, the jump back JC! Forcing his way out, not ready for the overhead on that. And that JC charge, it's so big! Alright, blocking out the IAD pressure. And heating out on the chicken wing.
I like that heat for two reasons. One, you get that health back on there. You're going to take the advantage on that. But Gozen also lost the moon drive on top of that. You're going to build it up. But wow.
That was a ridiculous interaction there. I have to point that out. He did charge 2360. He did the big charging star. He got hit. He got hit.
Oh, flash frames.
Oh my god. He got hit by the orb. And then he punished Gozen falling out of J236C.
No, 100%.
I know, trying to mash out with the 2A, but IADing right over. One more. 4C, but the DP, oh!
Yeah, I think it's the trade on that in the favor of Gozen. Going to take a round on their side.
Shield going for the 3BC, breaking through that throw attempt. Big orb backing out the way the shield B.
Going to dive in here. Immediate use on there just to get into that the shield in there, try to get a follow-up.
And Gozen has set up his 3 orbs on the screen. Now they're all away now, but I imagine he's still just holding the button there and the orbs are, well, they're gone now, but they were still there when he was over there.
Could be terrifying on there, but shield counter A for Gozen. Going to go ahead, get the side switch on top of that here. Has 1 meter to work with. Goes ahead and spins it here just to make sure they get the corner. Gets the follow-up on there, but doesn't get the follow-up, unfortunately.
Reaper with the mash, finding his way out. And the blood heat, you gotta be scared. Gonna use that for plus frames, not quite. And the
and you know, just at the tail end of the blood heat at that here. Big last arc finish potentially coming here. Yeah, there it is.
Really good. Gozen praying it all on that 2BC, but Reaper with the jump shield to proc that last arc. What a way to close out that game, putting him at 1-0.
Yeah, didn't realize that at the very end, that the blood heat was still active on there. Just the tail very end of that. Very nice.
It was a Hail Mary, but unfortunately his prayers were not answered. He's gonna have to fight his way to get that 2-1 going. Reaper going strong, really strong. So we'll see if he can put that fight up.
Getting back into it. Starry night here.
The stage is so pretty.
Yeah, definitely one of my favorite stages in the game for sure.
Like even the normal version, not even just like this Aoko exclusive one. It's just so pleasing. This moon drive to make sure he doesn't get hit by that.
Oh, but gets denied by the orb there.
Catching out the chicken wing with the 3BC. Oh no. Scrambling here, trying to IAD, but getting the JB on accident. And another DP catching it out. Then on point with these DPs, but the fatal counter that high up, that's also going to get you a combo off of it.
Just base out the throw there on the other side here. We're going to get not quite just a small little conversion on there. Keeping a plus with the Star Mine on there on top of that, but you know what? Does not stop the approach of Reaper. Just gets the knockdown into set point.
That was a really, really smart buffer, that 5B into 4BC from Reaper. Really good when he was able to get him to round 2. I like that a lot.
Oh, interesting. He actually got onto the other side, but does get the invincible DP on there afterwards.
Yep. And now trying to catch him in the air, and actually able to catch a rising, I believe that was a rising button, or maybe even a throw. Now we just gotta keep going here, and the DP!
Flash frames on there, just get denied in there by the shield of Mash here. Trying to get that approach in there one more time. Starts drive, cancels out with the moon drive, trying to get in there, but we got the clash from the DP on there, and that's going to be it for Reaper to move on the loser side.
Bringing that to the bringing the game to a close with almost a perfect.
Oh, and here we go.
It started.
confirmed on there. Two different characters that we've seen for both of these players. Aoko for Yun, for Arhkma on the powered CL. CL with batteries.
The DLC CL, quite literally, but in the sense of power level as well.
Absolutely.
Although maybe normal CL is at this point the DLC CL. That character's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna see if that makes a difference here as the battle begins now.
And we are just starting it off here. 236B, just shielding it out, trying to find that space. 2BC to catch some sort of approach, but the gun from powered CL, that is the button you want to look out for when fighting this character. That is some evil stuff. The safe jump here, going for the half charge. And just keep him locked up, using that 660 EX follow-up to keep himself plus. Try and get something, catching the shield drop with the gun. It's not looking good for Yun here. Hasn't been able to really get that hit on Arhkma and really just enter the space that Arhkma doesn't want, but you know, Yun wants to be in, because PCL's space is just so big. But regardless, able to find his place, trying to 3B through, but getting fatal countered into the IAP, catching the low shield fatal counter into the Oki. Now things are looking a bit more even in terms of life, but this situation is really scary for Arhkma. Aoko's pressure with and without orb is nothing to scoff at. The jab out with an A, but on our way, going back and forth, trying to find something to hit here. And the JC able to get the conversion right in the nick of time. The timer was ticking down, 8 seconds left. Again, able to punch out just in time. Alright, catching with the low in the string. Most likely tried to jump out, but you weren't able to catch it. And now we get just more Aoko blender. What are we going to do here? Alright, pop in the orb pretty quick, get those guaranteed plus frames, blocking the charged overhead. And catching the drop shield, not a fatal counter, so it's going to be a little less damage for Yun here, but still a really good situation on that whip shield.
Right. Down to the, oh, you caught him in the air. On top of that, air unblockable time here. We're going to go ahead with the follow-up with the new skill Starmate into the corner. We go one more time. Check it out.
Yeah, all on the trade.
Oh, fires it away on there. Yun taking that first match. Okay.
Yep, that trade was devious. Arhkma thinking he could press out, but no, popping the orb, it's active. Even if you get hit, it doesn't, the explosion doesn't go away. The pain still stays, the pain lingers, and able to get that pickup for the round. That was, I like that. I don't like that from the perspective of a player, but from the perspective of someone in the high seat, I think it works just fine.
Oh man, I bet the star mines do sting. Like, they're just like one of those really painful, it's like, ow, I don't want to touch that against like a jellyfish.
Oh yeah. Just like a magic, like what does magic feel like? What does magic energy feel like when you get hit by it?
Oh yeah, I do not want to get hit by a magic circuit. Like no one try it out for the masses here. Okay. Okay, switching over, get in with the throw, like going into the second side, just go ahead, gets a little bit of push away, does get a little bit of a clip on there, but nothing else for the trouble.
We're gonna fatal Yun pressing in the air with the lightning though. This is gonna return the situation to Arhkma into a safe jump. And blocking out the shield B. We've been seeing a lot of shield B attempts from a lot of players this time around actually. And some of them are getting blocked, some of them haven't. But that was a perfect situation to get it out because that is a kill. Round 2 Arhkma.
Yeah, definitely turning around this game a little bit here. Hold up, we got the moon skill coming into play. Doesn't get the follow-up, but we get the jump in from Arhkma. Nothing else for it here, but we're going to keep up with the plus.
Shielding that low unblockable. Big orb, you gotta watch out when you try and go around that thing. You can't blow it up. Oh my.
Oh, that almost was a conversion too. That was scary.
Nah, he has those if they're at the right spacing, but unfortunately for him, they're just the tiniest bit too far away. Shoutouts to Luffy for the $30. Bringing us up to, what's that, 150?
150, 151.64, I believe, on that. Shout out to everyone on that. Especially shout out to Luffy96 for the $30. Thank you.
That's my boy right there. I love that guy. supporting the type Lumina scene, no matter where he is. But we get our gappers here. Now going for the run-up, no 2C. And now you're just trapped in my Minecraft house. And the punish on the shield A.
Yun is just playing a game of Minesweeper over here, just at this point.
And there it is. We've seen it a little bit, but that was a great use of 2BC there. He's able to catch him so far away, not just on the air, but on the ground though, at those really devious spaces that you think you wouldn't be able to counter from.
Did get clipped by the Starmine on here, but here comes the Blood Heat. Going to immediately get all that health back on here. Dangerous territory here just to hold it down. Also, Arhkma has full access to... Oh, he got the confirm into the arc drive. Very nice on here, but has access to a full meter of moon gauge on top of it here. The only thing Yun has in there is just 3 meters.
Yeah, but if he ever finds himself in a threatened situation, he can use the DP. Aoko only has a meter DP, no meterless. So if he ever wants to get out, if he ever wants to find a gap to DP in, there's a chance. But no, the J6BC, the JC.
Oh, the no-scope snipe on there afterwards here. Holding it down, get the push away, keeps it plus on here, but you get caught up in the air with the Starmine denied from Arhkma.
No, dropped at the IAD, but able to hit with the low again into the arc drive for the kill. It's simple, getting that kill. Yun taking it 2-0 over Arhkma here, knocking him out of bracket. That was losers. Dive versus Reaper.
Hey, so we got Tiny Child versus the Vampire coming up to the stage here. DDive versus NegaReaper. Here we go.
This is yet another. We've seen a Canada team kill before. I believe that was Kirby Reaper, but now this one is definitely going to be one that hits, because these two. This is yet another Canada team kill added again.
It's all pointed out in the chat here with the Anya, the color palette from Reaper. Very nice.
That's what I love about the custom colors in any game that has them. Lumina was like the first modern game to have it, but it lets you be so expressive. It lets you really show off like just the colors that you like, or just like reference a character that you like. Of course, you know, the Anya Miyako for Reaper, but DDive has been running his signature Travis touchdown Roa for as long as I've known him.
We're going to find out if Roa strikes again right now here. Unfortunately, Heat was too far away. Reaper is going to take the whole buffet with that arc drive finish there.
Just fading out all of the resources. Both are actually down pretty significantly. No moon drive on either side of the table, but DDive just got that 1 bar from being awakening, and he's going to spend it right away on getting that conversion off of the needle.
It's a little bit of moon meter in there from the confirm on top of that. Another little bit as well. So going to get to like to that 50% moon gauge to activate moon drive potentially on there and be at a full advantage.
Right. And we're just going to be playing that mid-range game. DDive probably not wanting to rush in too hard, just finding his way into the OTG here. But Roa does have the ability to, especially if he's at this kind of life lead, he can just throw needle, he can just kind of wait back, but that's not exactly something you can be confident against Miyako. She's fast. She leads through your offense super well, and you just get hit into the Miyako strike throw blender here.
Oh, and yeah, we block on the shield on there afterwards. That's going to be a full round and the first match for Reaper.
Yep, what a call out too. Most likely the jump back shield was to catch DP, but it also managed to catch Heat as well. Really confident in the fact that DDive was going to try and do something there. If it was something like 6BC to try and just push his way out of the corner with that moon skill, it wouldn't have worked, but really strong read from Reaper there.
Yeah, man. You mentioned it earlier, Kirbo. Like Miyako has like so many like different like tools to be able to like kind of play the mixed game, plays it fast on there. But you also have like access to, especially in the corner. You have it anywhere on there, but you have the access to the throw, get a free combo on top of that. We haven't seen Reaper with the Miyako really show that off, especially in this set here so far. So that option's still on the table to be a little scared of.
And we're gonna get that first hit here, catching with the 214 charge beat, the charge needle into the moon drive for the conversion. 4.4 into another left to right. So it is the 6BC trying to get out of there, but the 5C actually catching the air dash.
Oh, actually get the stop on there afterwards here, but it is going to be turning things around here for DDive.
Yep. Just getting another conversion, get another mix. What will it be? And catching. Fatal countering that low shield with the IAD. Really good rotation of options there. Saw what Reaper was doing on his other left rights. Decided to change it up just a little bit.
Reaper with the 4 bars now. No moon drive to speak of here. Did get the first little clip in there, but couldn't convert off of it.
Yeah. Catching DDive with air throw. DDive's been getting really good air throws actually, but I think his momentum, his velocity in the air just made it kind of hard for that to happen. But it's okay. No cash out with the moon drive, getting the shield onto elbow.
Keep up in the air. Like, he uses shield beat. It's just trying to get away from the situation potentially on here. And it's going to go ahead and get the confirm one more time here. Get in the throw.
Right, now we're just in the pressure dimension, but finding the way out of that late stagger attempt. Countering Reaper here for DDive's advantage. And oh, tried to backdash, but wrong side. Another one.
Into the cancel. Yep. Try to cancel out on there on the elbow on there afterwards here, but have to hold down into the fault, like to the low one more time here. Has the meter to potentially end this, or at least get to like one more interaction here. Just gonna go shoot for the one more interaction. There it is. Tag, you're it.
Not ready for the overhead there, and that's gonna give DDive his first game. 1-1. This Canada team kill is going to be slow and it is going to be gruesome. But these are two pretty, I'd say in terms of style, I'd say they're pretty, it's pretty like aggressive on aggressive. Because something I've noticed about both, in this set and the sets that they've played throughout the bracket, is that, especially like on Moondrive situations or whatever, they'll pump out those DPs. They do not care.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a good, that is a very good thing sometimes, especially if you know that the other player expect some sort of respect out of that. But these are two players that really try to subvert that type of gameplay.
Just as you said that, Kirby, we got the TP immediately coming out from Reaper. We're gonna go on the other side, try to use the BC on there one more time, spending a lot of moon gauge early on.
Yep, and we're just flying around. Miyako with her big kick and catching the whip shield. Getting a little hit here and there, but DDive with the first big hit of the game. Good throw.
Doesn't catch on the back dash in there. Nice little tech in there. Go in, get the Ric Flair elbow all the way. And we're just
not ready for
that. Not quite fire. So here we go.
Just gonna get out. 6 BC finding his way. 3 BC trying to anti-air and able to punish the moon skill elbow drop with the lightning.
Yeah, just at the tail end of that, so was able to get the fall. Oh, nothing on the throw in there. Was like no punish in here, but we're going to go ahead. We got enough time in there to get the full punish on that heat against for DDive here. One more round for them into set point.
But, like I said, very aggressive players, so it's all about who gets that offense going first. And if you're able to catch them out trying to press something, trying to press a DP, trying to press a heat, I think both players have really demonstrated that they can catch those options, but they will also throw out those options by themselves.
Just as a reminder, just a friendly reminder that those can still potentially happen on here. One more throw, keep it on there. One more hit into the air. Oh, actually, interesting because like Reaper was pressing buttons on there, got a little push out, put DDive into the corner in there, was able to get punished.
That 2B, it does advance a little forward. It's a good idea to anti-air with because it does shrink her hurt box a little bit, kind of like Ciel's, but not quite. Just pushed him out, put him into the corner, but he was able to get the punish on that, and the heat catching the run up. DX trying to burn out that timer, and oh, is that gonna be it?
I think that could be very well it. As a meter to work with just at the end to make absolutely certain of it. And unfortunately, Reaper is now out of the tournament, but DDive is going to be moving on into loser semifinals.
He's going to be working his way. Unfortunately for Shinigami, I don't think we're going to get that faded Reaper Grand Finals.
Jing and Moai also on there too.
Of course.
So. But that's in the future. We got more things to worry about right here in the now with DrackMae and NUN.
Absolutely. Yeah, Yun pulling out the Aoko for this. Well, you know, Drac, he's the Koha soldier. He's playing Kohaku. I don't think that's a surprise.
Not
that's why we love him.
Bringing up the surprise on top of that here. But here we go. A little bit early on, the orb's getting like sniped out of there, and we're just getting a little bit of denial in here. They're like trying to like set up the play field. It's like, no, how dare you?
Yep. They're trying to snipe out Yun with the 2-3-6 charge beat, really big anti-air Bato, but just the ID's gonna hit it. And the OTG string from Drac though.
Little tech in there, just it gets a little confirmed after there, but doesn't get the follow-up, not too very much, but the snipe in there from across the seas.
Yep. Battle of buttons. And we're going to overhead, we're checking Drac here.
It's time for your 4C tax in there. Everyone has to pay the toll.
Checking it. Drac is old. You can't be doing this to him.
Oh, we got the overhead, but doesn't get anything follow-up. Didn't believe, unfortunately. But you know what? Who does believe? Yun is going to go in with that confirm all the way into the corner.
Yep, really smart using the beam record to hack that backdash from Drac. Now he has to fight his way out of the corner here. Never mind, he's getting taken out himself, but the Plantoki, left, right, walking it out.
Get a little with the 5A, but nothing else for it on there. But if you is going to be able to take over on that, it's my turn in here. I don't need any plants in here. Let me just put up a lighting situation.
Really unfortunate though. He had to confirm, but his 5A was just facing the wrong way, and now he is getting gapless 2C'd into death. Never mind!
I like that. I like that in there, knowing like he'll try to potentially go in for like TK Molotov on there. Just goes in with the air throw on there, run up, air throw, regular throw rather into the plant setup in here. We got that call out from you.
Yep, really smart shield A, just catching his landing, and the arc drive, even with the shield scaling, is going to be enough to kill and get him this first game.
So don't anticipate any changes in there from DrackMae on there. So we're gonna like keep up with the pace. Let's see where do you like? It seems like Yun is very much ready for something like the Kohaku mix-ups here.
Yeah, I imagine through his time, he's a very active grinder of the game. He's seen it all. He's played it through. And of course, there's definitely been a lot of opportunities for him to play Drac in the past, and just other Kohakus in general, so I imagine he's just kind of ready for it as someone who's as studied on the game as he is.
Kind of keep it up, check out the big orb, still in play in there, using shield out there, the BC just to get out of the situation.
No, trying to high shield the orb, but getting caught by the slide. That is a low. You're going to get fatal countered, sent to the other corner. Thought he was free, but he's going the other way. Trying to foresee.
He tries to go for the tech, like Yun is ready for it here. Gets the fatal counter on the other end here. Going to be big damage. You have meter to potentially go into like one more setup in there. Just options there for the low. To get the shield on there, get the tech throw in there. Time for plants.
Get out of there, shield BC, but the throw and the low off the plant. Not ready for that, expecting something else, maybe a 5D, maybe an IAD, something, but not the 2A. And now this is reversing the Oki situation, and the punish should be enough to end the round for DrackMae here.
Cancel blow back into the EX, going to make sure, absolutely certain that it's going to finish. Had to spin the meter for it, but you know what? You get that magical dot on your side.
Yep, it is a price worth paying. It is priceless. Because in this game, you can really, any round can get reversed. There's system mechanics, there's players, there's like character strength, there's character damage. There's so much that you can do. You want to make sure that a round is yours.
Oh yeah, and not to say that like with the amount of meter that Yun had at the very end of that, also could change it around into like a heat activation in there just to regain some of it.
You don't want that. But trying to press, maybe trying to throw out of that moon drive, but getting hit by the detonation. You're an IADing over and getting this hit. He wants this round. Cross-up break attempted, but no pop, so no cross-up break.
Ooh, was far away from the heat activation on there. Get the full punish on there, all the way back into the corner you go.
All right, one more. And the classic.
One more 4C for the road.
Well, there may be more here. Just keep tuned.
Oh, it's an Aoko on screen. Definitely going to happen way more times. So here, nice knife on there, all the way from the distance in there. Playing a little bit of Call of Duty in our Melty Blood.
Yep. Kind of a bit too high to get a really solid conversion off that. Able to get out with the heat. Get a little bit of that health back, a little bit of a punish. Not ready.
Oh, looks like low shield on there. Going to get the full punish on there. Canceled out from the Molotov. One more time, just build up that 1 bar just at that moment in here. 4.3 on there, and you have to deal with the plant yet again.
Right, and the plus turns with the Molotov condition is blocked, no shield. And the catch on the heat!
Oh, unfortunately, doesn't get a converting flight on top of that here, but we do go ahead, get the air throw, keeps on to the same side. Nothing from DrackMae on here trying to, Yum trying to get that, but we get the turnaround.
Oh my goodness, the cross up on the JV hits, it catches over the 6BC. Really, really devastating. And the whip punish on the EX Bato?
Oh, just on the very edge of like that. It's going to be disaster in there for DrackMae. Going to continue on into the tirade on that, and that is going to be it. DrackMae is out of the bracket. Yun is going to be moving on.
Yep. Just staying out of the way of Drax heat. He was really, really wise about catching him in those last little touch different things that you can do to take advantage of Phantom's personal offensive style. Very patient, very fundamental, and Mario has the tools to kind of make that happen.
Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with Kirby, who has been on this character for quite some time on here. You know, just the showcase on that. So let's go.
How are we gonna narrate this?
Oh, okay,
the nun goes for the other nun.
It's a nun off right now.
Nah, so it's Mario on Mario right now.
Yeah. So Kirby on the red Mario on there, Phantom on with the purple nuns, I believe, on there. So here we go. Punch Nun coming out to play though, playing with the Heelys one more time on here. Going to keep it up in here with the follow-up. Going to keep it up, but you got hit with the second part of that overhead, and now you have opened up like a can.
Yep. Not going to build enough meter to get that second EX in. Just enough. Able to whiff punish with the J4BC. Bring him in, and now he's going to have the meter for the kill here. What is this going to be? Into 214C, left, right.
Sent out the sword nun, but unfortunately all for naught here. We're trying to find that approach in here. Send out the Pokemon.
I got another one, and frame trap with the punch nun, but stuffing the approach with the 5A. Send him over here. Is it a safe shot? Nah, just going straight for the throw, not even trying to jump it out.
I like the use of the BC to get away from the chakrams on there afterwards on the clash in here. Going to turn things around for Kirby. Now in there, goes ahead. Trying to get the plus on their side here. A little bit of pullback, but we got the mash here. We got that find that one opportunity here for Phantom to go ahead and take him around.
Yeah, a Barre 2C at that. That's definitely an interesting button in Mario's kit. I imagine he was trying to use it actually to anti-air because it's more of a vertical button than it is a horizontal one, but it just managed to hit Kirby on the run-up, on the trying to press something. So it worked out either way, but definitely really interesting.
Fail counter, so extra damage on that throw in there. So now we're going to go ahead, get the follow-up in here. Nuns are just kind of staring at each other.
Yep, and the left right there, really scary. Just going for the staggers, going for something, waiting out a response. Not happening. Kirby able to take his turn back. Just playing that neutral. No, nuns are actually being swung right now.
Here comes the chakrams on there, going in color blue.
There we go, the stagger. This is Kirby's dimension. Into DDX Phantasm for the Oki. Going for 2-2 Aoki this time to just try and call out a shield.
Chad is asking, is this Sister Act? No, this is Sister Act Part 2 right now.
That's Mystique. That gapless into overhead hits once again. That's one of the things Phantom likes about the Phantom likes about the character, yeah. I think he's noted the gapless, the 6BC into EXDP. That is really good. He doesn't have that on Shikitono. He doesn't have that on Miyako.
No, certainly not. Certainly not.
Yeah. He's able to get that. And it's a really good I personally think it's really good mix as well. You know, lets you get that double overhead, lets you get that other stuff. And trying to go for the double IAD Kirby, but Phantom with the fuzzy mash.
Backup coming out, like holding down with the shield on there. That's going to be all that you need for for Phantom. have to do like double check myself. Yeah, Phantom took that first match.
Yep. Taking it, and that was really good catch on the heat. We've been seeing a lot of like really smart heat catches, especially at the end. I feel like that's just kind of a universal constant in the game, you know? If you're really unsure, if you have the meter to spare at the end, you don't want it to end, you just go for the guard cancel heat, you go for the normal heat as well. It's a good resort, but if your opponent is really keen, they will just structure their pressure in a way that allows them to catch it out pretty consistently.
Yeah, especially when like you're dealing with like a mirror matchup on this. Oh, nice DP on there to start out for Phantom all the way to the corner. But yeah, like as you're like getting started, you're trying to like deal with like where that player is going to like go and like try to test it out. We're seeing like some of the more unusual Mario setups in there from both players.
Yep. Because if there's one thing that really defines this character over other OT characters, at least in my opinion, it's the amount of different, it's like the grab bag of setups that he has. Because, you know, your Kohaku, your Pulse in the Wild, even your Aoko, they have a pretty sizable amount of variations they can apply to like 1 or 2 or 3. Aoko has quite a good amount to her name. Different OP setups. With Mario, if you really want to be crazy with him, if you really want to like just rotate things in and make sure they don't actually know what you're doing, Mario has like a billion different setups for a billion different situations. And we get to see, I feel like that's a really big part of Mario's player, especially we get to see what OP they want to use here and there.
Yeah, I think that, like that's why a lot of the players who have gelled with this character really have, like being able to show off that expression and trying to change it around. Right now we're just seeing chakrams into throws. This time just going in. This time like didn't want to handle that whatsoever. Phantom was like, I'm gonna wait till the piece. No, it's not quite. It was just like a little sliver of chip on there, but a significant damage on there. So 2-0 in this winners finals.
Yep. And it was able to catch pretty well. Once again, another heat catch to end out the round, but this time just instead of just waiting out the big heat, he just OS the normal heat. Really strong OS. Been in the game since launch, but really good at catching heats, really good at catching reversals. But of course, Mario doesn't have an invincible reversal, so I don't think you gotta worry about that.
Right.
But now we are at potential set point for Phantom here.
Yeah, back into the habit we go. Let's send out the nuns one more time here. A little bit of approach, but we go ahead. We get the confirm in there for Phantom one more time.
And just sending Kirby to the corner. This is where he shines. This is where this character shines. This is where this player shines. But Kirby able to find his way out with the 236A, able to reverse the situation, pushing Phantom into the corner here. Anti-air, but nah, not quite able to press out right in time.
Yeah, I do like that Kirby was waiting instead of like acting for Mario self on there. Send out the sword nun on there just to kind of get the push away and be able to get all of that.
Yeah, and the good thing about Sword Nun is that once she is sent out far enough, she just goes. Because if you stuff it out too early, she'll stop. But if you're far away, you try to hit Mario. Like the nun is intangible for a pretty good amount of time, and she can still hit you out of some stuff. So it's a really good option to kind of call out those situations.
Oh, absolutely! You always got to be aware of that on there. Just as we have onto like Kirby did get that last round on here, but it's going to be Phantom putting in another chakra setup, like hold it down here, empty low.
Just waiting out something, just perpetually trying to hit with something, and the shield, here it comes. Not quite waiting that out, not trying to break it. Just getting the shield A for Kirby's turn to start.
I think that's the first time we've actually seen a counter hit on the shield B this entire tourney on here so far. Phantom going to be able to take full advantage of that here. Gets on there, shield for shield. The BC, we're going to meet each other in the middle.
No, the 214A able to stall the momentum, but not able to take advantage of it all that well. Phantom instead able to take his momentum and maybe put himself in that last little situation. And the super jump JB catching Kirby do something. Either way, he was rising, and Phantom caught it perfectly with that.
Yeah, beautiful on that. He's going to get another little round start here. Not even 10 seconds in here. Going to spin a little bit of that meter. Going to spin all of that meter that they had on there. Just go ahead, get the chocolate set up in there one more time. Goes in for the low. Just holds it forward into the throw.
Catching the parry, too. But not that one, and that one hitting with the parry frames. So there was no way to escape that. Safe jump, to throw. You send that, those are plus frames right there. Empty IAD low.
Kirby's waking up a little bit here. Goes ahead, get the follow-up, take that corner right back at you.
And there we go, catching out. And able to moon drive, keep yourself safe from that 214C.
Also now the nuns, it wasn't very effective on here, but it's going to be the turnaround in there. The follow-ups in here coming in for Phantom all the way. Doesn't have the meter to work with here, but get pushed away with the heat activation of Kirby.
Yeah, not quite ready for that one. But now we just get our Vortex going, send that out, get that moon drive, make yourself a little extra plus off of that, breaking the low shield with the 5B, and catching the jump but no conversion. Running under but blocking it perfectly.
Oh, we got the convert. Oh, was too high up in the air though. Was not able to convert with the EX on Sword Nun.
Yeah, that can be really jank if you're super high up. That's why you're able to delay cancel it so much. But it's looking like Kirby gets the stagger for the kill, using that meter just to make sure. Keeping it simple. And man, the time was getting really close on that. That was 17 seconds.
Yeah, we are definitely getting a better understanding on here. Phantom took those first two, but Kirby is adjusting.
Yep, just completely downloaded. Now we have to see him either come back or, you know, make his way to losers. But I definitely do think that even if that happens, he has a pretty good shot of making it back for the run back in Grands.
Absolutely here. Both players, like no matter where you are, you're still in the top 4 at this point of here. So Phantom trying to make sure to finish it as soon as possible here. Kirby trying to maintain that winner side advantage in here. Early on, blowback 2B on the with the healings on there. Gonna get the confirm, but nothing else unfortunately from Kirby.
Yeah. But the Nun's down. Phantom has a moon drive disadvantage here, but trying to parry, but hitting Mario himself doesn't proc those parry Nuns, so Phantom gets the full knockdown here.
Get that little...
Now we just get one.
Oh, go on.
Nah.
Oh. Yeah,
but that way, we're the same.
Oh, we get a lot of clash frames all of a sudden, going to get the conversion in there for Phantom.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that was the first time Phantom actually brought out the 2-2B versus Mario. He was doing that a lot in other sets, but this is the first time he does it off the Pro Tech here. Really good at calling out that mash.
Bit of a trade on there that gave Kirby a chance to get out of the situation here, but you have to deal with the moon skill for Phantom to bring it on the set point.
What a scramble there, too. Starting off strong with the 5A to stuff any sort of button that Kirby wanted to press. Phantom with that first crucial knockdown. And putting him right into the corner, too.
Chakram coming out today. It's hold down with the shield on there. Shield B gets at least out of the corner here with a backdash. Send out the Nun to do the dirty work.
We got a Nun over here, Nun over there. But we're meeting in the middle now. The Nuns aren't as strong here. Left, right.
Right. Get the clash.
Now we're just playing a little patient game here. We're just waiting out. We want someone to jump. We want someone to press something. We want someone to send out their other Nun.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that Kirby's just bullying with the Nuns a little bit on there. Phantom wants to enter in there, and Sword Nun's like, no, I'm just going to delay it a little bit on there. We're going to go ahead. We got the confirm in there. Send out the Noel on top of that here, and that's not all you need here. You got one more touch to go.
And there it is, the heat catch.
Got the catch at the very end. Oh, and that's going to be it. That's 3-1. Phantom moving on into grand finals. But in the meantime, though, we got this match in the room to deal with here. We got Yun versus DDive coming up. We got the Aoko versus Roa now.
This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one. Battle of the previous top one versus battle of current top one.
The people may have a debate on this here, what we're going through, but we're going to get nothing on the throw on there afterwards. Going to keep it going, using a lot of resources early on, but the reward is tantamount here.
Yep, using that EX beam into Moondrive as a smoke screen to prevent DDive from seeing what that low was gonna be, and it worked out perfectly, but that drop shield is going to be DDive's opportunity to escape and get his own thing going. With the left right off of the EXDP. Oh dear. That is some crazy preconditioning that's going on there. Rapid beat, of course, being super minus, but waiting for a cancel. Able to frame trap with no cancel rapid beat, but it doesn't matter if he's able to get out, cash out with that arc drive. Get that meter, put it to use. 4.5k.
Yeah, unfortunately, Aoko was up in the clouds as the storm was brewing. Did get hit with all that from the very beginning. Now trying to find a way on there. Has a little bit of meter to work with here. It's like had to spin a little bit of that moon skill on top of things here, but trying to keep them the turn. We're getting a little bit of that push on there. The EX is going to help in there, but DDive is not biting.
Yeah, no, just holding on nicely. Nah, but unfortunately, we're getting a little bit of a scramble here. DDive able to take advantage of it, fully getting the EX kill with that 6BC, with punishing Yun from a surprising distance, but it's instant, so it works out.
Trying to keep you guessing on the tail end here, but we got to hold him. Actually was like still up in the mid-air during that EX on there. Did land in time, but got the confirm in there from Yun.
Yeah, no, tried to press out of it, was maybe expecting Yun to just do nothing, but nah, he was pressing it, getting that counter hit, and now he's stuck in the Aoko pressure dimension with the orb still up, orb gone. But good punish on the JHRC.
Game's Quick is coming up pretty soon in there. You gotta ponder the orb just a little bit more on here. Sitting out, throwing out the lightning and thunder. Tried to go for the throw. Moon drive for a moon drive. Set it to 0, but it is going to be Yun going to get with the confirm.
Yep, and this should be enough. And it is. Use that EX beam, close it out. 1-1 round. And just going straight for the run-up throw. Gonna get something.
Was able to get that full jump over on there, but the fatal counter in there from DDive. Going to get a little bit of hit into the confirm, into the immediate moon drive.
As soon as he's going to go into 214C here, actually going to push Yun all the way to the corner, right where he wants him. He's going to be using his ender here. And the 171 to catch the IAD! No shield, but trying to press out with his 5C. That's a pretty long button. The post shield B frame advantage situation is not the greatest, so you got to press something fast. No, we're getting clipped by the 2D here, a little bit of footsies. Is he going to be able to clear it out here? Is this going to be enough to kill? I don't think so.
Oh, got hit with the with the orb, and then just as like on the follow up in here, just fire out the laser, take up that match.
Mm-hmm. I was expecting maybe a 6BC to try and get out of the way, but no, just unfortunately got hit and was likely just expecting to die off of the orb pop, so he just got hit by the beam. But there's always time to bring it back. It's 1-2, you gotta play a little crazy, but it's still 2 games. There's still 2 games to your name. You got this.
DDive has been fighting, like most of the time has been going, it's either been 2-1. I think there's only been a couple matches where they've gotten like the full shutout on here afterwards. Right now though, DDive is fighting like a mad person. Right now, go get the throw on here. Get up into the air dash.
Trying to hit with all these overheads, catching out the 2BC Abare attempt with the 2C. It travels, really active, really good tool for that specific purpose.
Okay, yeah, BC on. Okay, yeah, the delay on there. Going to get the confirm for DDive. Going to take back that corner. Just a little bit of touch. You're going to spin that EX just to make it so.
A pseudo perfect. He charged, so he wasn't able to get it. Oh no!
Second air dash on there does get a little bit of confirm. Yun has all the meter in the world. He'll spend a little bit of it as we go down. So I'll deal with, oh, hello to the empty low in there. The orb is still at play, ready to go. Chekhov's orb, if you will. We're going to go in for one more throw afterwards. On here, and the 4C, you know me.
Yep. You gotta be ready, but you can't always be ready for it, especially here at the last situation where any hit could really do it. Even a throw could put you in the most precarious situation where another throw would just kill you instantly. You gotta be ready, but you can't be ready for everything.
Gotta like, let go at the beginning of the EX. He'll get the confirm on there from Yun. Oh.
Yeah. I think the tackle on its own would have actually worked just fine, but the 2 and 4C made his hitbox bigger.
Yeah, spice of life and all that in there. Immediate use of moon drive into the air throw in here, holding it down, doesn't get anything else on there. DDive is going to get a little bit of that life back and some damage of their own.
Yep, and just catching out with the arc drive. Perfect combo here. And he gets the Oki situation, 5B frame kill.
4.9 nearly on that alone on here afterwards here. Now time to trying to find that way to open up, but it's going to be Aoko getting in with the jump in.
Yeah, trying to reposition himself with the backdash, but Aoko was already there. And now you're here into gapless, into more plus frames. What's next? Just sending him all the way to the corner with these frames, and into the 4C! Nothing is off limits. Trying to reset here.
Got in with the low at the very end, and Yun is going to be moving on back, going to go into that first of 3 territory to fight off against Kirby right now.
That combos, so that's also a big threat. It's always good to throw it in there.
Absolutely, but here we go. We're keeping with that Aoko. Yun believes in this versus Kirby on the Mario.
Dan 4BC puts her in the air. It technically doesn't count.
Yeah.
If we're talking about just pure buttons, though.
A little bit of Healy's coming out to play here with the Bison Slides. One more time for the road. We're going all the way into the corner. Found that way to get the jump in here, but nice little blocking for both players now.
Yep. Alright, we're just kind of trading strings back and forth, tiny little hits, but trying to go for an IAD, but not getting caught up by the DP. We actually haven't seen that much of Aoko's DP being used as a reversal in this bracket at all in terms of what's been on screen. I think the only time we've really seen it, like, prevalently was when Gozen was doing 6BC into EXDP.
Yeah, like, we haven't been seeing a whole lot from it on here, but what we are seeing at the moment is Kirby going ahead with the confirms in here all the way in. Time for the EX on there to keep on to the other side, take the corner for himself. No chakrams, but just goes in for the punch nun on there afterwards here. Is going to be able to get this around here with a single touch. There it is, tag your it.
Yeah, no, catching out Yun by just waiting, because Yun right there tried to 171 AD, try to OS it, trying to catch an air dash or something, but just waiting it out, makes the air throw whiff, kills him.
But keep on the same side on here, but like coming in from the other side, you gotta watch out for the nun.
We are getting counter hit after counter hit. We are trading counters.
Oh, we want this. We want this on here. Keep on the same side in here. Into the air dash, into the confirm. Gonna be able to set up on there afterwards.
If the cross up break doesn't work, just try it again. Just have to play a little patient or just wait it out. Moon drive, keep yourself safe. And playing the air, but catching the landing with the NUN. Putting it into the corner. Alright, kind of rising JA out, getting the whiff punish in as he lands.
Yep, okay. Enough time on the moon skill on there, but sends out the moon skill of their own from Kirby, and here just goes in for the throw.
And forces his way out. If you block that orb, if you block, orbs go away. No moon drive to try and beat the parry. Could have EXDP'd, but you know, the reactions, it's very tight. So jump.
Super jump, no doubt about that on there afterwards here. He's a little bit of blowback in here, stops on that. Yes, we are playing kickball with the NUN, and the NUN is the ball on top of that here. Yun is going to go ahead, get the this up into another star mine on there afterwards. Trying to set up, expecting a button for Kirby, no dice.
Trying to bait out that response on the drop shield. Now just waiting it out. He knows, he knows. And there it is, the EX Phantasm.
I was not prepared for like how high that was going to reach at that point.
Nah, it goes way up. It goes right up to the top.
Oh, like it will touch the stars if you let it.
Yeah, you cannot press buttons in that diagonal range of Mario, especially if you're not right on top of him, because he can catch you out really nicely. It is one of his, depending on the situation, it can definitely be really rough to use it, but in those situations where you're just in the air trying to press a button or something, that's where it really shines. It is such a big anti-air tool. Biggest of its kind.
Early on, we're setting up with the orb here, like still setting it on its merry little way here, but we're going to the other side, the western corner.
There it is, the rapid beat conditioning. Trying to get something going on here, but no, 4BC NUN is still going on. Getting the full conversion for Kirby into this knockdown. Oh, that setup is dirty. Oh my goodness. Again, we are just knocking you down, Mario Blender. Reverse the air dash back. Not ready for it.
Not in the slightest here, but here we go, round 2.
Right, 3C punch down to try and frame trap the punish. Trying to challenge, but unfortunately, Yun with the J charge C into the full conversion. This is going to do so much, and the orb is already set, ready for use. The 4C?
Yep, into the, on the orb on the hunt. It has plenty of meter to work with here, bringing down a little bit. Time for the orb yet again, just going in for the low.
Blast him. Don't play with your food, spend the meter, get the kill.
Yes, you can chat like she can go that high. Oh yeah, she's got that triple jump. You add moon drive on top of that. You get an extra jump on top of that. She can go everywhere.
Yep. She has the best air movement in the game. Just by that metric alone. Like, it is such a privilege for her, because she can get so much different stuff out of it. And of course her 3C into her air string, it brings her so high up as well.
I like that Kirby's just backdashing in there, knowing that Yun is trying to get up close and personal in there with the BC on there. Kirby's just not letting it happen whatsoever.
But now it's his control and baiting out the throw. And Moondrive, he is so confident that he can find the kill here, and he definitely will. Doesn't even need the 4th bar, but he is going to spend all of it.
Can't take it with you. You might as well spin it here. Make Noel do all that dirty work in here. Take another match.
Yep. Just gotta keep it safe. You know, we already saw one instance of someone cashing out into an arc drive and it not killing, and it really making a messy scramble out of that. So if you have the resources, if you have the round, it doesn't hurt to just spend it all, especially if the game was over from that point. But even like round to round, I don't think it's that bad, because meter is built so fast,
so quickly. Yeah, both. You can get both like moon gauge and like just regular meter just in a pretty quick rate on that. Like, definitely like playing around, and if you notice you have ways to drain the opponent's meter, like moon gauge in certain scenarios on there. But you're definitely trying to. It's easy to gain meter in this game for sure.
Like, not even just like, you know, by moon charging or whatever, but also just the nature of the game at this point in this patch, especially with the moon skill changes. Those build a lot of meter as well. So no matter what, you'll likely always have like at least 1 bar at your disposal if you don't heat to dump it all.
Flow back on the follow-up on here one more time in here, like we're trying to loop through it. Enough time to look at the shiny glowy ball on there. Yeah, that's what I exactly wanted, going in for the overhead.
And, you know, he set down his orb children to watch this beatdown. The big one's gone though, he's gone. But the throw, this is what's scary about Aoko's strike throw. If she has the orb up, she does an extra like 1,000 damage.
Yep, just free. It's her damage whenever she wants to have it happen.
Now we're back to this kind of interesting situation. No moon on Yun's side. The punish actually able to get the run up for the combo this time. So another one. Oh no! That is so scary. Don't know if it's high, don't know if it's low. Last time he did that, he did an air dash and it whiffed. But finding that punish.
Yeah, got caught on stand shielding on there, so you're gonna get a little bit of punish now. We're chasing down Mario.
Yep, but now he's the one doing the chasing. He is locking you in. If he has the right hit, it can kill, but no, the Heat find his way out. And the punish! And oh my god, he found the combo off of it too.
Has 2 meter to work with here, but goodbye to that Heat engage on here.
Yeah, no, the meter situation, the resource situation is looking pretty bad, but it's okay. Punish in the 2A?
Yeah, punish it on there with the instant air dash on there. Enough time. Set up the orb. Chase the bright light. Another low. Going to go ahead with the conversion on here. Yun is going to get on the board.
Yep. Yun is so good at just mental stacking you with that IAD. He gets away with that IAD, empty IAD low so much, and it's because it's so good at that. It is so scary. Even without an orb. Like, honestly, I think Aoko's offense without an orb, mostly unrelated to what just happened. I think Aoko's offense without the orb is so good because we saw in the earlier set that, you know, she has that gapless into an orb, into more plus frames. Like, this character really is the world really is your oyster with her, and I think Yun takes really great advantage of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Kind of like showcasing that, just like some of the character specialist knowledge that Yun has been taken from character to character in this bracket alone, even, actually.
Yeah. Like, he has played like his 3 most notable characters this whole bracket, but he brought out the strongest for when he needs it.
Fatal counter, extra damage on the menu here. Just go ahead, get the throw on there afterwards here.
With a low.
Okay, a little bit of a NUN sandwich.
Yeah, you gotta respect it, but not respect it enough to not use 2BC. That button is huge!
Oh, it is super huge on here. Going to go in one more time on that. I like the backdash, avoids on the slide in on there afterwards here with the tech. You're still in the corner, but the 3C says, hello, get me out of here!
Yeah, and it was such an interesting move from Hien too. The slow walk into the jump, but Kirby was perfectly ready for it too. And that shield A is enough to close it out there. Round to Yun, not making the set win easy for Kirby, that's for sure.
No, not making this all the way in there. Okay, Moon drives in there to keep it safe against dealing with the NUN on there. Still able to take full advantage as we go into the corner here. Because the orb, nothing. We're just going to keep up with a little bit of setup into the Moon skill. Oh, actually got the fatal counter, but no dice.
Baited out the parry, but no punish, unfortunately, giving Kirby his opportunity to break out, get his turn back, and potentially sentence Yun to the Mario Blender. Left-right. No, this is a safe jump. Oh, no, it is the left-right. I thought he did the other frame kill. I got mixed, I'll admit.
Everyone gets mixed at least once. That is how it goes on here. Same sign after the super jump on here. Gonna get full dividends.
And this should be enough to kill. Oh, and he's doing the awesome ender. Oh, that is such a cool extension that Mario can do with the, what is it, 2A Chakra NUN? That stuff is so cool.
Visually, it's a treat to look at too, just because you can see everyone bounce off everything.
Yeah, no, just to bring the whole party to extend your combo, it's just like, it's perfect. It's perfectly emblematic of what the character can do. It's like it's the ultimate like sandbox ender. I love it.
Okay. On the side switch on there, unfortunately, got on the shield, nothing hit for it, so the punish is going to be all Kirby's favor as we go in. This is set point for Kirby.
Potentially last mix if he gets hit. He doesn't get hit. He finds his way out, but the punish, and that should be it!
Oh, calling out the NUN to do Mario's work on that, and just like, you know what, I got it from here. I'll take up the throne as we go back, reunite into grand finals.
I will not call him Coker.
Got the count on the screen here. You know what? I was not 100% was not expecting a count of Monte Cristo anytime soon. So
He does have it. Kirby does legitimately have
Okay, all right.
Dantes. I'm sorry. It's hard to remember his name when you've called him something else for so long.
Oh yeah, for sure. But we're going right into it, into the event like DP invincibility on there. I'm gonna keep it like on the same side here. Unfortunately, that put Kirby into the corner here.
It must feel so good for Kirby to play a character. Like he must feel so elated to play a character with a DP.
There's something freeing about that if you haven't played a character with a DP for a while and you just get back right into it. It's like, oh yeah, people can just do this.
Yeah, I don't have to hold this anymore. Wait.
Yeah, like wait, I can just like take my turn back. Wild.
What? They have to respect.
What a world.
Oh my. The punish with the beam on the Phantasm right at the angle where it doesn't hit. Tech throw plus. Phantom trying to contest that, but no, that is going to be the round for Kirby here.
Okay, Kirby taking that. Of course, grand finals. If you're no stranger to how fighting is work, you know you have to make the reset happen. Have to play 2 sets on Kirby's side here. Phantom only needs to win the 1, and try to make that happen for sure.
He's got a strong start, but now he's you do have to hold Mario Blender stuff sometimes. But I guess the DP, it pushed him out just enough so he couldn't get a conversion. Alright. Has to hold it, but actually blocking out the DP this time.
Yeah, that's the second time that the DP actually got hit by the chakrams. This time, like, Phantom was able to get the full conversion on top of that here.
First time he got hit out of it, so he just got knocked back, but this time he was just ready for it. Oh my goodness. Alright, once again, I just called him Kirby because it's Mario. But Phantom with the lockdown, baiting out the Arhkma.
The curse continues! It's so confusing. We're so used to Kirby playing Mario on here. Phantom's on the Mario, who's mostly known for Miyako and Kirby play account. Oh my goodness, this is wild. Okay. Alright, here comes the heat.
Alright. And is he going to be able to punish with the Arhkma? No, just far enough.
Didn't make it all the way to the drive-thru before the gas ran out here. Having to hold it down here. Sword done. You know what? Just run up and get the throw. That's all you need. That 1500 damage is going to make the mark.
I do not fear you. I will run up and I will throw you. I feel like that is just such the perfect message for like saying like I know I've conditioned you. I know I can just run up and do this. I fear no man. Okay, he's switching.
Okay.
It was fun. It was fun.
Tried it. I respect it. I respect it.
I respect the attempt. I respect the character variety. Maybe he'll have 2 characters on the top 8 picture. For the road. For the road.
Oh, definitely a top 8er manipulator coming in here. But we going in for the Mario. The return of the mirror is at hand.
Yep. And now we're gonna get our names even more confused because they're both Mario now. Surely we'll figure. Surely we'll be consistent. Surely we'll know.
Same colors that we had last time. Phantom on the purple NUN, Kirby on the normal red, Mario on here, so normal NUNs.
Right, just throw loop. But yeah, once again, using a NUN to just kind of have that perfect cover for those just barely minus scramble situations.
Did the punch enough, try to hold it down there, just goes in and gets the throw on here. Here comes the chakrams.
Yep, the pressure, empty IAD low, opening him up for the round. Definitely does not want to make this reset easy for Kirby. Perfect frame trap with the
bouncing up Phantom like a basketball on here. Getting a little bit of that like push away on here. So spin a little bit of meter. Here comes the throw. Back into the corner we go. Throw it like Castlevania.
Yep. And the IAD double overhead this time. I'm just going to keep him locked down. Their arc drive. The whip! Oh no, this is perfect for Phantom. Getting the safe beat off too, able to get a lot of health back. Look at that recoverable life. And look at how it's guaranteed now that he has him locked in a combo.
Yeah, just all the way. You're just going to have to see it in here. But it's going to be the turnaround. Like, gets in with the follow-up on here. Okay, take a little bit of damage. Phantom going to get the lead.
The slow walk up, but unfortunately no conversion. Trying to catch a landing, but J4BC is going to whip punish him out of the way. They're going to return you back here. I believe you got a little lost. And the side switch!
Oh, I believe, like, yeah, I pulled away on that, and Kirby was able to take a complete advantage of that to go ahead and get the round.
Yeah, the 2-2B suctions him out, so it's perfect. And Adir trying to punish with a 2C anti-air, but getting punished with J4BC. It's such a good whip punishing tool, but the 3C from Phantom.
Far distance on here, but it is going to be the Heelys coming into play with the slide on there. Okay. Doesn't get the full combo on it. We're going back into neutral. We're going to throw out the NUN to do a Mario's job.
Yep. Into another throw. Left, right. Nah, trying to go for a throw, but getting the heat out. 360, keep him locked down. Just keep harassing him. This is something we've seen before, but Phantom just waits for his time. He bides his time for the perfect opportunity to escape.
Kirby's getting a lot of mileage in there from the 3C. Just tried to run up and do the beat before. This time, going to go ahead. Has another conversion on top of the place here. Going to scale down considerably here. Only has 1 meter to work with here against Phantom's 4.
And is able to get that hit. Able to actually be plus off that throw tech situation, surprisingly. Gapless into the double overhead for the kill, stealing out that first game on his path to a reset.
Okay. Got ourselves a match. That's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm. Let's bring this to reset. Let's bring this to game... What is it? Game 10?
Yeah, game 10.
Yeah, we gotta bring it there. For the people. Miyako arrived too late. He was on Dantes game 1.
Oh, yeah. You go back, watch the bot on YouTube to see all the action that has happened all the way through. In the meantime, though, we only have the future to worry about.
Start out strong here with the 2A to start. Gonna be giving Kirby that crucial first knockdown. He may be able to end it here. Double overhead into another one. That's going to be scaled pretty hard. 3.3. But this time...
Oh, okay. PC, counter.
The one time Kirby doesn't go for something... Or one of the few times that Kirby doesn't go for a shield beating option off of that setup, he actually goes for the shield. I feel like that's very unfortunate for him.
Enough time. Okay. Oh, actually gets clipped on the backdash in there with the sword. None doesn't even have to worry about the chakrams on here. Still continuing this combo. Nice little 3.5k for the trouble.
Oh, the walk up 2A. Able to catch whatever Kirby was trying to press. Maybe a delay tech, maybe something like that. But a really, really deep layer option from Phantom. I love it. That's the Phantom pressure I love. And now we just go for another knockdown.
Okay, yeah, try to run up, get the throw. Okay. Enough time to throw out the action one more time.
Are we going to see a 2BC? No, we're going to see a gapless. Is he going to be able to block? Blocking it out. But the 6BC, the clash.
Good old extra clash frames in there for the moon skill, helping to make that happen on here. Actually got the confirm on there afterwards, unfortunately, which it didn't believe.
Yeah, no, and it was a counter hit too. Unfortunate, that would have been so good for him. But able to find, catching a press from Phantom with the NUN. Oh my goodness. The J2, Stone had it out of the way, but unfortunately that was to his demise. Phantom even getting the rounds evened out on him by Kirby.
Yeah, I love the call out on the forward recovery on there, just with the air throw to finish it off.
Now it's Phantom's world. And wow, the 5C. And the parry. Yep, catching on the parry frames too, so you know. Even though he had full moon drive, Kirby was just that confident that, you know, you're not gonna catch us.
BC on there, trying to get out of there, trying to avoid the corner. Unfortunately, put themselves out in there with the nuns to play.
gotta watch out. Punch Nun, sword Nun. Sword more. Find an opportunity, but not able to get the conversion. Trading blows here and just polarizing the heat. Not ready for that, but Phantom was perfectly aware and getting the round 2 and the game 2-1. All right.
Okay. Phantom, this is looking to be a repeat so far of what we saw in that winners finals. That was 3-1 Phantom side on here, so the potential is to happen on here. But Kirby's been adjusting on there. Phantom ran away with that first round in the Mario mirror yet again on there, but Kirby was like able to adjust to get the show back on the road.
Alright, starting off with NUN battles. And on NUN, Moondrive, keep yourself safe out of the way, but grabbing the health shield. Left, right.
Check with the empty low on there afterwards here. Go ahead and get the follow-up in here, bring it down. Send out the chakras one more time on here with the super jump, the blowback, okay.
Yep. And oh dear, the parry hitting all the way over there. And what is this Oki gonna be? No, the tech out.
I'll try to 3C on that, but the double jump was into play, and you gotta watch out for the nuns, not just your own.
I know it's looking really bad, but the 2A 2B out, and the drop from Phantom gives Kirby one more chance at life in this round. Unfortunately, we're going all around the world here. It's looking a little crazy over here. I can't even lie. But catching with the 5C, catching the jump from Phantom, really good use of that button. Really high hitting for Mario button standards. So it's the perfect option to catch a jump like that.
He got away in there, got the confirm with the sword nun, and that means the EX is in play. Just goes ahead and spins a little bit that bar on there. Has a bar and a half on their plate here, so looking really good as far as resources go, and can easily build up the 50% moon gauge pretty quick.
For trading blows with the nuns here once again, and it's set point for Phantom 2. Kirby's got to work really hard to get that, and he gets that first hit. Will it be enough? Empty throw.
Okay, attack.
Alright, that nun is gone. Recovered fast enough to not get punished off that. Oh my goodness. We are just throwing nuns out here. The situation is looking rather dire for Phantom here. And the throw bait to close out the round.
Okay, alright. Kirby still in this, trying to keep alive, survival.
Unfortunately for him, the meter situation's looking pretty bad for him compared to Phantom, who has 4 bars and the minimum moon drive.
Sends out the nut in mid-air here. Still stuck in the corner, but we're going to push away back into neutral. Gets a little bit of catch on the low, but it is going to be Phantom getting a straight hit.
And Kirby actually able to get the J4BC here too. Into this knockdown, what is it going to be? Right.
All same side into the low. Okay. Gonna go all the way.
Oh no, the tech.
Oh, that could be very, very costly on here.
Into this setup. And catching the moon drive with the throw.
Yeah, opting just to go for the simple damage on there. Trying to go in, but gets hit with the parry from Mario from Kirby.
Yep. And that's gonna close the game out with the arc drive. Just the hit he needed to bring this to 2-2, denying Phantom of the win.
Not going to be so simple this time around in here.
Kirby is locked in. He got the download. He knows what he needs. But let's see if he's going to be able to really bring it out. Things have been getting really close here. It's really just been it's been an aggressive back and forth. None after none. Knockdown after knockdown. It's scary. It's really scary.
Yeah, when both players have to show up with the full the Astro van full of their opponents in there with the nuns and Mario in there.
Yep. Just the clown. Wait. Mario in the next version of Luma's gonna be like, wait, I have more nuns.
Even more nuns.
Wait. Am I just using 2?
All right, here comes the shot comes one more time in there. Got caught in with the second over. Oh, he jumped in on there afterwards here.
Right?
Okay.
Really strong momentum from Phantom right now into this throw. Just getting his throw baited once, just getting thrown will kill. And there it is! Oh, the perfect putting Phantom at set point once again. That is the Mario vacuum. You have to be scared. You have to be afraid.
Oh, we're calling F out for EX there afterwards. Kirby gonna get the full advantage there.
Yeah, and getting the run under for the side switch. Phantom is not quite ready to block that. It's looking really favored for Kirby here. His momentum seems really strong. And the empty IAD throw.
Phantom's been cycling through a lot of those options like hard and fast on here. But it is going to be Kirby getting in there with the low, not quite out of it, still on that survival point. Are we going to see a reset or are we going to finish it off here? Only these two players can decide.
Game 10! Game 10! Not quite the pickup range. But we are moving. We are on edge. We have to make sure that we don't get hit. It's not enough that we... That's all fighting games, huh? But in especially tense situations like this, you just don't want to get hit. You want to get that vortex going. You want to do your Mario things.
All the pro tips are right. Just don't get hit. And you know what? Kirby just got hit on there with, like, following it up on the OS, on the shield on there afterwards.
IAD shield at that. That is some crazy awareness from Phantom. He just knew.
Double jump on there afterwards. Oh, the 3C, you know what? Like, Phantom responds in kind, and that's going to be it. We just need one little EX bar to make it happen. 3-2. Phantom wins TNS number 3.
Yes, congratulations. Closing it out with that Phantom signature 3C.